Athletics Association requires the officials to enforce all of the sportsmanship rules for athletes and coaches. We will not tolerate any negative statements or any actions between the opposing players, especially trash talking, taunting, or baiting of the opponents. If such comments are being heard or actions being seen, a penalty will be assessed immediately. Why? Because we have been instructed not to issue any warnings whatsoever. Let tonight's contest reflect mutual respect.
So we are coming to you live from Gowanda High School right now for a Western New York athletics broadcast, as we now will have Alden take on Gowanda. I'm Tom Prince. I'm joined by Francis Beck. Up on the camera, Russ Battaglia. We got one of the best up there, Francis, no doubt about it. So listen, yeah, you're right. We're here on a Monday for a high school football game in the spring. This is crazy.
Who would have thought, 12, 14 months ago we'd be here. But you know what? We're glad to be here. I know both of these teams are. It's Gowanda, first home game of the season. And then you have Alden, who hasn't even played yet. They're playing their first game of the 2021 spring season. I'm sure both teams are excited right now.
This may be one of the first games to bring us back to normalcy. We just heard the band come out here and do the national anthem. That's right. The band is here. The fans are here. The cheerleaders are here. The football teams are here. We're ready to go.
Yeah, we are. And we're at this beautiful field, Gowanda Panthers field. Sorry. But beautiful grass field, very well done. You have the track. I mean, it just brings back a lot of memories.
It really does. So we've got some interesting things happening in this game, right? We had senior night, so all of you have seen. The reason why we've been on broadcast for a little bit now is we got a chance to actually put senior night out there. So they had cheerleaders, they had football players, and we let them have their moment, and we tried to get broadcast up as quick as possible early, but that's why we've been broadcasting for a while, was for senior night. But first, let's start with Alden. I think we got some interesting to start off right with the coach here, right? Why don't you tell them about the coach here?
Yeah, Lance Kay takes over again for Alden. He coached here from 2004, 2008, actually won a division title his last season. He leaves, goes to Attica for a while, thought he was done, and then Rob Curran, longtime coach here, decides to hang it up, and he's asked to take over the team for this season. So he is first time in over 10 years he is coaching at Alden.
And he really only left to coach his son. That's what he said. He wanted to go coach his son is what he wanted to do. That's why he left. Left in his last year, we said was 2017, but he's back and actually at the helm right now. So it is going to be very interesting to see what Alden brings. The 0-1 record right now for Gowanda, as they are 0-1. They lost their first game to Eden North Collins, 28-0. We'll talk a little bit about that as we go along, too. But we're almost ready to start this one off. As Alden will be kicking off, Gowanda is to receive. Receiving back there is number 4, Harley Conklin, and number 8, Noah Votley.
Matt Durenda is going to kick it off for the Bulldogs.
Durenda gets ready here. There's the whistle. And that's going to... So an onside kick goes off number 52, Mason Browning. But Gowanda's going to keep the ball, and they're going to start right now with incredible field position at, it looks like, the 49-yard line. Wow, you can't ask for a better start than that.
Yeah, and it looked like Gowanda was ready for something because they hit about 8 guys within 20 yards of where Alden was kicking off. So they were ready for it. And they get great field position to start the game. They do have the advantage coming that they did play last week. So we'll see if they can take advantage of that early.
The quarterback looks like to be
Maddox Browning.
Number 2. Handoff to number 10, Gavin Phillips, as he's taken down right there. And he's taken down by number 33, George Barron.
Yeah, great play by that defensive line from Alden, jumping off the ball and really just making a mess in the backfield.
Boy, they really got access there quick. The line's going to have to slow them down. If they get access like that, they're not going to be able to run the ball very often today.
And you look at it, Alden has size on that defensive line. You have 50 Cole Shadle, 6'0", 6 foot, 180 pounds. Lots of big guys.
Maddox in the shotgun right now. And that goes, he's going to keep it, and that's going to be another down, and it looks like, again, Barron's on the tackle again right there, as it's another play for a loss.
Yeah, he was in, then that was 79. I didn't get it 79 in my roster, but yeah, another defensive lineman came in to help make that play. So now you're Gowanda, and you're now faced with 3rd and long after that great field position.
It was almost like Alden was daring them to do something early offensively with that kick to see if they could come up with something big. So Browning back in the shotgun. He's got no one in the backfield right here. Browning's going to go deep pass. Phillips is there, and it looks like he's come up with, no, incomplete. It is down, incomplete.
Yeah, knocked away at the last second by the Alden defender, but a great effort by Phillips to go up and get that ball. And but unfortunately for Gowanda, it's going to result in a 3-and-out.
So 4th down 15. The ball's on the 44-yard line.
It looks like
they
Gowanda's huddling up, so
this.
they're going for it. But I think if you were, after those first couple plays, you saw Gowanda's offensive line is struggling, so I think you're going to have to keep with the spread look and just try to get quick passes out there.
So Browning's still in the shotgun. It's going to be a handoff to number 8, Noah Votley. And then he's going to get tackled right there by number 10, Tyler Kirsten.
Looks like Ben Meyer was also in that play, and now Alden takes over, and they get very good field position after the opening kickoff. They go 3-and-out, and we'll see what Alden does. We saw them run a little bit of spread, a little bit of eye in warm-up, so they're about ready for their first offensive snap of 2021, the spring season.
Boy, you know they're itching to get out here. There's no doubt about it. And it looks like in at quarterback will be number 14, Quinn Stoltman. Oh, and he's got to keep it. So Stoltman had to keep it. His running back actually falls down on that one, and he goes out and on a quarterback keeper, but drops himself.
Yeah, well, we were in, when we came in, it was raining, and, it did clear up very nicely about, maybe a half hour ago. But you can see that field is still pretty slippery, and it cost the Bulldogs some yards that time.
It's so funny you said that. We came here, we were worried it was going to be a mess, and it looks beautiful out there right now. So Stoltman right now is going down. Takes the hike, and it's a handoff to the fullback, number 44, Joe Mowitz, the 6-foot, 220-pounder running back. And that's going to bring up what looks like 3rd down and 12 from the 48-yard line.
Yeah, Mowitz is the top rusher coming back for the Bulldogs, 429 yards. I believe his cousin Robbie Moltz graduated. He led the team with about 820 yards.
And that's a direct snap right to Mowitz. Mowitz is going to keep it. And that's going to be a tackle right there by number 52, Mason Browning. And that's going to bring up 4th down, as now we've got 2 defensive stops by both teams here. The question is now, will we see Alden also go for it, just like we just saw Gowanda do in the last set?
Great job by Gowanda. Remember, they haven't seen any film of Alden. New coaching staff. Didn't play last weekend. The Wildcat, maybe they weren't expecting it, but they were prepared, and they got a big play.
And they're going to punt here. They're going to punt, and the punter is going to be Tyler Kirsten here. Looks like we got a flag, though. Flag on the play. So it's an illegal substitution right there. So that'll be a 5-yard penalty, which will move them even farther back. It was 4th and 11. It'll now be 4th and 16 from here, as they'll be kicking off from their own 48-yard line. So you should see Kirsten go back out there and kick again.
Yeah, it looked like Harley Conklin is back for Gowanda to try to return this for the Panthers.
So here goes the snap. Kirsten comes up with a big catch right there. Good boot, though, as he's going to kick that right down to, it looks like about the 19-yard line right there. It goes right out of bounds, but a good kick. He actually saved a bad snap right there and makes a great kick down to the 19-yard line.
Yeah, he does. Very good special teams play. You know, I've seen a lot of teams struggle on special teams the first 2 weeks, so it's really important to get that down. An often overlooked piece of the game here at the high school level, but great job there. And now if you're Alden, the way your defense is playing, you really like that field position.
So Gowanda comes into the line right here. He's got 2 running backs with him in the backfield. Brownings get ready. And that's going to go off to right there to number 10, Gavin Phillips. Looks like maybe a yard on that one, as it looks like on the stop was number 44, Joe Mowitz, and also
64, Dominic DePaulis as well, a senior, coming from behind helping things out.
So we have a 2nd and 9 from their own 20-yard line right here. Gowanda comes up to the line. He's going to have 2 in the backfield with him again. Joining him is Conklin and Phillips in the backfield with him. Brownlee takes a snap, and it goes to number 4, Conklin, but Conklin is brought down almost immediately again.
Yeah, I believe that was DePaulis again getting in the backfield. Looks like Conklin was thinking about tossing it back to his quarterback. Wisely thought against it. But, again, this Alden defensive line is doing a fantastic job so far. And if they keep it up, I don't know what Gowanda can do except for spread it out and just kind of throw it deep, hoping you get something going.
Or maybe not even just throwing it deep, but quick passes into
Quick
the
outs,
flat, right?
yeah,
Yes,
and
exactly.
And you try to get Alden to basically spread their defense out, give your line some help.
So Brownie gets set, ready for the snap. He takes the snap. He's going to look for that quick pass, and that's going to be dropped right there by number 84, Noah Geiger. So that's going to bring up to a 4th down, as it's 4th down and 11 on their own 18-yard line. You expect to be punting right here. And it looks like that Browning is also going to have the punting duties right here.
Yeah, he was going back a little. Yeah, Browning's going back for the punt. It looks like Alden's going to have 2 returners back there.
And it looks like Canzaneri is the one who's deep, though. And that punt goes up, and it looks like there's going to be a fair catch right there, the fair catch by Tyler Kirsten. And it looks like he's going to have it on the 43-yard line of Gowanda, where they're going to take over 1st and 10 right here. There's 6:25 left inside the first quarter. Boy, I'll tell you, so far we've had defensive stops. We're looking for our first down of the game so far.
Yeah, we are. And, you know, you saw Alden run the ball. They didn't have much success. I wonder if you'll see them start to throw it on this drive.
Remember, they had a little trouble with their footing early on.
That's right. It was in the first down play.
Stoltmans gets set. He takes the snap. It's a handoff to number 44, Mowitz. He goes up the middle, and he's battling. Look at this. Look at the extra yards he cuts there. As he ends up going for it, looks like 7 yards, but that was all Mowitz as he really pushes the entire pile.
He got an initial 5, and then he just carried the pile for another 3, and you saw Stoltman at the end there. He kind of pulled out and went to the outside. We might be seeing some triple option later in this game. Watch for Stoltman to pull it or even toss it out to Barron.
Stoltman gets it, goes back to Mowitz. Mowitz comes up. That's going to be a 1st down. He's pushing the pile again. as Mowitz is going to take that down, it looks like to the 29-yard line, and he'll take over 1st and 10 right now. As we're ticking, we've got our first down of the first quarter right here. So it'll be spotted at the 29-yard line with 5:25 and ticking inside the first quarter. Stoltman's going to take it up, and you've got right now just Mowitz in the backfield. Stoltman to Mowitz. Oh, that's a big hit right there. As the first one on was number 69, Eric Furlet.
Well, it was an interesting formation because they had Moltz alone, and then they had the most of their guys to the left side, and then they ran to the weak side on the right. But Gowanda sniffed it out, and Moltz just really couldn't get to the outside. He didn't even have a chance to get to the outside and do anything. He was tackled for, 3-yard loss?
Yeah, they're calling it a 4-yard loss. 2nd and 14 on the 33. Stoltman takes his team. Get ready for the snap. And there he is as a pitch to number 31, Josh Watson. And Watson's going to clear out, and he's going in for the touchdown. We've got our first score of the game right here for Alden.
Yeah, just a great cutback. That play was going to the outside on a toss, but Watson finds a cutback lane, goes through, and just gets through the defense for the big score. First touchdown of the season for the Bulldogs.
They look like they are going to run the ball and run the ball often today.
Yeah, now they have 2 guys going running the ball. That's always a good sign early in the game if you're Coach K.
They go the lightning and thunder there, right? The speed, and then they got the power. They go both running backs. It looks like kicking right now will be number 23, Matt Durenda. And the snap goes down. Durenda with the kick, and that's going to be blocked right there. So the extra point is no good.
But we do have a flag. We'll see what happens there.
And it's going to be a holding against Alden. They are declining it, so they will now kick off as Alden takes a 6-0 lead with 4:22 left inside the first quarter. Boy, Alden's definitely here to run the ball. What do you think?
Yeah, I really like the way their line's been playing on both sides of the football. They're bigger, stronger, and they're just getting low enough to push Gowanda back. And you know what? Football's a pretty simple game. As long as if you can block it, if you win in the trenches, you can win the game. And so far, it's Alden winning in the trenches.
Yeah, we talk about that in a lot of times in a lot of different broadcasts. When you see a team running the ball and running the ball well, you're going to look every single time to the offensive line. And it's exactly why you're seeing Alden run the ball well right here. The offensive line take over right there. So we're going to get ready for the kickoff. As you're going to see, number 23, Matt Durenda, get ready for the kickoff. Again, back to receive is Noah Votley and Harley Conklin are your 2 guys back deep to receive for Gowanda.
Honestly, the officials are still getting everything set.
Remember, the first kickoff of the game was a very short one. It was an onside kick.
Right practically to midfield.
Yep. So we'll see. He looks like he's going much deeper, so I'd expect this one to go deep right here. Durenda comes down. He's going to kick, and that's going to go deep right there. And that's going to go off the fingertips of Conklin. But you're going to see Votley go back and get it, and he's going to bring it back to the 20-yard line as Gowanda will take over at the 20-yard line, 1st and 10.
Gowanda, you got a lot of work to do. As we said, you're losing on the offensive line, so you got to get creative. You got to go spread. A lot of screen passes. They had one earlier. It went off the receiver's hands. You got to start throwing deep a little bit and try to get take the pressure off your linemen and put it onto your guys on the outside, your athletes, to make big plays.
The question is, you talked about go deep. The question is, will the line be able to give him enough time to go deep? It may have to be screens and outs or into the flat, all those different things for very quick. He's right now got 2 running backs with him in the back. Brownman gets it. Handoff there to number 10, Gavin Phillips. Phillips is going to get it. It looks like he's going to get right back to the line of scrimmage right there. as it'll now be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, it was Kirsten coming in for the linebacker position, making the play. It looked like Phillips had a little bit of a hole, but Kirsten filled it up right away. And look at Alden, only one safety deep, so they're selling out for the run.
Brownlee gets set. In motion was Votley. The ball's going to go to Votley, and he is knocked out of bounds. Looks like for a 2-yard gain right there.
You know, it was really interesting, though, as they ran that play to the short side of the field. You almost wonder if they would have ran it the other way to the wide side, if maybe Voigt would have had a little more time or a little more room to get on the edge. But either way, he still gets a pretty good gain, and if you're Gowanda, that's one of their best plays they've had so far.
So it's going to be 3rd down, and it looks like 7 to go as they're on their own 23-yard line right here. Brownlee gets set. He gets it. Hands off to number 32, Zachary Phillips. And it doesn't look like there's going to be any gain there as Zachary Phillips gets down. It looks like on the tackle there was number 79. No. Well, yeah, 79, but we don't have, unfortunately, a 79 on our rosters right here. Do you have 79?
Matthew Hay.
Look at that. We got help right there from our announcer. Matthew Hay is actually who 79 is.
I think I would have liked Phillips maybe to go farther to the outside, but I don't mind him taking that cutback.
So we're going to see another punt, it looks like, right here. And that's going to go deep. Receiving right there is number 3, Bailey Cannonzari. And that's going to be taken down right there by number 8, Noah Votley, as it's going to be spotted at the Gowanda 49-yard line as Alden looks to take over 1st and 10 with 2:30 left inside the first quarter.
Well, you saw last possession, Alden used Moats pretty much up the middle, and then they had a quick handoff to Watson. I wouldn't be surprised if you see some play action, or maybe Stoltman decides to keep it one of these plays and gash up the side of the field for big play. Gowanda is going to be focused on stopping Moats up the middle.
So right now, Barron's and Moats is in the backfield. Stoltz goes back. Stoltman goes back, and that's a deep pass. Oh, right through the hands right there of Canzaneri. Wow, that pass was right there as Stoltman delivers. It just goes right through the hands of Canzaneri. That could have been a big play right there for Alden.
Yeah, it could have. You know, that was kind of a tough catch for a receiver over the shoulder, going towards the sideline. You're not really sure where you are. Made a great effort, but just went right through his hands. But as you said, that would have been there. That would have been a big play. But now Gowanda's got to be – you got to watch for that now. Now they got the run at the middle. Now they got to watch for the pass to the outside.
Did a great job of putting it where only his receiver could catch it, too. So Stoltman goes down, takes a snap. It's a handoff to number 33, George Barron, and he gets taken down for no gain, or a 1-yard loss on that one.
Yeah, that was Nolan Smith making the play, senior linebacker for the Panthers.
A lot of these Gowanda players, huge on the baseball team here in Gowanda as they do play multiple sports. Boy, we'll talk about it later. But that baseball field that's over there is one of the state-of-the-art right now in Western New York.
Yeah, somebody had to take a quick detour to look at it.
I don't know who that was, though. And here comes this snap. And Stoltman's going to go back. He's going to throw it. It's going to be caught there by number 10, Tyler Kirsten, and quickly taken down as it looks like it's going to be a 2-yard gain. It'll come to the 48-yard line for 4th down for Alden, the 48-yard line of Gowanda, as it's now going to be 4th and 9 with 1:19 and ticking inside the first quarter.
Yeah, that was Maddox Browning coming from his defensive back position, seeing where the pass was and making the play for pretty much no gain. You know, Browning doing it all, playing quarterback, playing defensive back. You know, a lot of, when you get to these small schools, your guys have to play both ways. Even your quarterbacks, still have to play defense.
And there goes another great snag there by number 10, Tyler Kirsten. And that punt's going to go out of bounds. It looks like at the spot's going to come at the 30. Wow, he's still going up. At the 40-yard line, they're going to put that one.
Yeah, Kirsten, I think he rushed a little bit. I know that snap was high, so we did a good job of bringing it down. But I think he panicked just a little bit. Maybe let it go a bit too soon. Maybe if he would have waited a split second, could have got something off better. Because we know he's capable of it. We saw that earlier. But now, Gowanda, you have your chance to make something happen.
Yeah, you got that right. They've got to make it here. They're still looking for their first down. So Brownlee's going to get set. In motion is Phillips. The snap. Oh, and that was almost picked off right there by number 31, John Watson, as he knocks that play down, as we're now going to have a 2nd and 10 right here with 43 seconds left inside the first quarter.
And if Watson comes up with that one, I don't know if he'd be stopped. I think he could walk it into the end zone because he was doing so well. Because he had a clear lane to the end zone. That would have been his 2nd touchdown of the day.
Yeah, he really jumped that. He saw that. He read that real well.
And you look and you see Alden is daring to go on to go deep. They're only playing one single safety. Believe that is Bailey Canzaneri back there.
So Phillips in motion right now. Brownlee takes a snap. He's going to keep it, though, and he's going to go for, looks like just about 8 yards right there, as he's going to get to the 48-yard line to make it a short here. 3rd down and 2.
Yeah, just a heads-up play by Browning to keep it, and then he is able to make a defender miss and get 8 yards. I think that might be the Panthers' best play so far in offense.
It really has been. So the clock is ticking. We got 12, 11, 10. It looks like they may not get a play off. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that right there is the end of the first quarter, where Gowanda is down 6-0 to Alden here at the end of the first quarter.
I have to say I'm impressed by Alden's offensive and defensive lines. You've seen Moats carry a couple guys. A lot of credit to him. But this comes down to the two lines. They have a big size advantage, and they're using it right now, getting in the backfield, making big plays, and, just physically imposing their will on Gowanda. Very impressive first quarter from an Alden team who didn't play last week at a big disadvantage. Who knows how many hours of football time they've had so far this season.
You got to give, though, Gowanda's defensive line a little bit of credit, right? Yes, there was one big run, but for the most part, they held serve on 2 big stops right there at the same time. So they are doing the right things defensively, but they've got to figure out a way to move the ball right now.
Yeah, and I think you go back to throwing it deep. Right now, Alden is daring you to throw it deep, only playing one single safety. He was only playing 12 yards off the ball, and that's even when they were in their spread with 4 receivers out. So I think if you're Gowanda, you got to take that chance, throw it deep. We had that one pass that was a little errant, but I think if Gowanda keeps going to and they keep trying it, they have a chance at least to get back in this game.
Listen, it's only one score.
Yes.
Right? And really, you can score here and put the extra point up, and guess what? You got a lead even, right?
Yeah.
So, listen, this game is far from over, but what you right now got to see from Gowanda is we've got to see a way to be able to move the ball and be able to move the ball with some sort of efficacy. So we've got 3rd and 2 right now. You think this is the area they could even go for it on 4th down, but we will see as we're going to go ahead and take. They get ready. Brownlee gets ready. And it looks like he's going to roll out. It looks like a keeper. And I think he's got the first down right there. And he's taken down by number 32, Anthony Cometto, on the tackle. But that is a first down, as they are going to take over at the 48-yard line for Alden right now. That's a 1st and 10, and the first and 10 right now for Gowanda, starting off the second quarter the way they needed to.
Yeah, it has, and that's the other thing that they've had a little bit of success doing is getting on the outside edge. I think that's the other way you got to remember. Remember they had the play earlier on the screen. They got to the outside. They had Phillips a run almost cut it outside. I think if they can keep on the edges, they have a chance to get back in this.
So we had a timeout that was called right there by Gowanda. And I totally agree with what you said, but I also thought there was something key in there. Did you see that block that Noah Votley threw out there? Noah Votley throws a great block for him to be able to make the turn, to be able to go around that corner and go for that first down. That's your running backs coming up with big and making a key block to help out your team to get that first down.
Yeah, one of the advantages when you have your quarterback running the football is that you get an extra block. Remember, if the quarterback hands it off, you don't get him as a blocker. So, by doing that, you get the extra blocker. And, that's all they said. Just that one block, it seemed like Gowanda most of the game has been short of that one block, but they got it there, and that's why they got the first down.
But it's one thing to have the extra blocker. It's another thing for that blocker to happen, right? Because how many times do we see that not happen or not come to fruition? That was a good block. He helps his teammate out, and that's the reason why they've got a first down and they're ready to start doing something.
And you know what? That play is going to set up something to the other side, perhaps a fake to the other side. So watch for Gowanda to run something later after because Alden's going to play to whatever side Browning's going to go to. If they have someone coming the other way, they could go for a big gain.
No doubt. Boy, what a gorgeous night. We were, like we said, we can't stress enough where it literally was raining as we got here. It was real gray. Just the fact to see that it's sun, barely clouds out there. What a gorgeous night we have here in Gowanda. And we're going to get set right now as Brownlee's going to get ready to make the call. Here comes the snap. He goes back, and that's going to be a deep pass. And, right through the hands of both the defender as well as the receiver there. That was intended for Zach Phillips. And also John Watson almost comes up with his second opportunity to actually get an interception.
Oh, but we do have a penalty, I believe, so that'll – do have a penalty. Not sure what it's for, but it looks like it'll keep things first down. Procedure penalty.
Okay. So illegal formation. Oh, no, false start, it looks like. So he gives the false start sign as it's going to be now redo first down, as it'll be first down in 15 right now for Gowanda as they come up to the line. So Brownlee gets set right now. Joining him in the backfield is number 10, Gavin Phillips. Brownlee gets set. We're ready for the snap. Snap comes up. He goes back, and that throws right there. Great throw there to number 4, Harley Conklin. And Harley goes down to the 26. Oh, no, the 30-yard line is where they're going to mark him down at right there.
However, we do have a flag, and early indication appears to be holding. Moats did blitz on the snap of the football, and I thought that the center did a great job picking up that blitz, but I think they're going to call him for holding, and it's going to wipe out a huge play for the Panthers.
That right there was by far the best pass play we've seen of the game, you really could say, and he was wide open in the middle and was running real well in the open field as Conklin did get down to the 30-yard line. Unfortunately, that comes back right now, a 10-yard penalty, and now we're going to be at first down in 25 is what it'll be from the 38-yard line is where they're going to take off from here.
And that pass was right in the area of where Moats probably would have covered if he hadn't blitzed. So you wonder how much that blitz had to do with what happened.
In at quarterback right now is a number 88, Daniel Flagg.
All right, you don't see that every day.
And he goes back, and he's going to be and that's going to be, in and out of the hands right there of number 11, Ben Meyer.
He wants that one back.
There's been a couple of them they wanted back already.
But you wonder if that may have been that ball's probably wet. That looked like there was a bit of a footing issue. But that ball was just a little behind the receiver, and it could have been really costly for the Panthers. And now you're the Panthers. It's, 2nd and 25 after that big pass play. Not the way you wanted this drive to go.
Daniel Flagg is listed at 5'10", 200 pounds, and he's a quarterback defensive back. He's going to get ready to take the snap right here. There goes it. He goes back. Oh, and that comes in. It looks like number 79 right there in on the tackle.
But I think they're going to
Yeah, I think that's going to be a horse collar. Yep. But Matthew Hay, number 79, was in on that. Yes, that's going to be it, the horse collar tackle. And you're going to see it looks like some of those 25 yards, it was 2nd and 25, come back to them.
And that's the one tough thing about those smaller guys. It's a lot less stuff to grab to bring them down.
But that's a 15-yarder right there. No, I apologize. It was a 10-yarder. As it should be 1st down and 15.
2nd down, 15.
Oh, I'm sorry, 2nd down and 15. From the 44-yard line, Gowanda will cut. It's 10:28 and ticking right now on the clock for Gowanda. And here goes Flags in the shotgun. He gets it. He's going to roll out right now. He's looking for an open man, and he has. Oh, right there. It looked like he had Phillips is who he had right there. Phillips had stopped a little bit. I think if Phillips kept going, he may have had that one. But unfortunately, that'll be an incomplete pass as it'll be 3rd down and 15 with 10:11 left inside the first half.
And that was good athleticism by Flag to get to the outside. That was his left side, non-dominant side, and is able to get off a pretty good pass as well, kind of on the run.
So they're going to come up to the line right now, and Flag will remain at quarterback right here as you see 5 wide receivers go out.
Browning is the 5th wide receiver.
And Flag goes back. He looks to go deep right here. This is going to go to Phillips. Unfortunately, it is going to be incomplete, and we're going to go to 4th down right here. 10:05 left inside the first half. You'd expect them to punt this away, being that it's 4th down and 15. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that's what you do. That pass was just a little too far for Phillips. If that was just a little closer, Phillips could have gone for 6 because he had open room. I don't know if a defender would have caught up with him either. But despite, being 4th and 15, I think there's a lot of positives to take away from that drive of your Gowanda. However, they're going to go for it.
I've seen Gavin Phillips run. Yes, he could run. I'm going to tell you, that kid's got wheels.
Well, they're going to go for it.
Yeah, and Phillips, and it's going to be Flag stays in there, and it's going to go in the shotgun. He's going to go deep again, and this time it's going to go. Oh, what a catch there by number 2, Maddox Browning. Wow, he held on to that one.
I don't know how he did that, but that was off. I think that was off the helmet and shoulder pad of the defender. It was probably wet too, tipped, and he somehow grabbed it, held on, and that's a huge, huge gain for Gowanda on 4th and 15. You get inside the 30 of Alden, and you have a little momentum now.
Quarterback, he's the wide receiver is what he needs to be. And we're going to get set right here with 9:38 and ticking right now on the clock. Flag stays in at quarterback, which you would expect right now on this drive. And that looks like is going to be a timeout that's called for Alden. So a timeout with 9:29 right now left in the first half. Gowanda driving. They're at the 28-yard line right now, 1st and 10. What do they got to do here?
I think you got to keep it the outside. I think you got Alden a little worried. That's why they took that timeout, because you finally got your spread offense working at a big play. I think that's a little bit Alden's trying to stop the momentum, reset. How are we going to attack the spread now? Are we going to go to 2 safeties now? Or are we going to tell one of our linebackers to pull back? Because now Gowanda's thrown the ball. Even when it's incomplete, they've come close, and they're now not afraid to throw it downfield. So Alden needs to make some changes and be ready for that.
Folks, that's right. You're hearing it because that is the marching band that's here. So the marching band is alive right here in Gowanda. You can hear them. We love to see it. Look at the cheerleaders. We got a full team, no matter what it is, from every aspect of the school, from the band to the cheerleaders to the football to the parents to senior night. We've seen it all here today so far.
Yeah, Gowanda's going all out tonight. I love having the band. As a former band geek myself, I love seeing them out there. But, yeah, kudos to Gowanda, I think, for being the first in Western New York to bring the band back. Maybe there are others. We haven't seen them yet.
We just haven't seen one at a game. And here we go. We're going to get ready. Here comes the snap. Flag takes it. It's going to be a pitch to Phillips. Phillips is going to go around. There's a flag, though, on the play. And that's going to go down right there. On the tackle will be number 10, Tyler Kirsten. He'll be on the tackle. But let's see what the flag is. Chances are that's going to be in the place of holding. And it is. It's a hold right now on Gowanda. And it just seems like every time we see something there, you got a flag or something that comes back, as we're now going to have a 1st and 20 is what we're going to see.
You know, that was pretty much the same play that Gowanda got the first down at the end of the first quarter on, except for the fact that Flag tossed it instead of keeping himself like Browning did.
Right, yeah, that was a pitch this time over to Phillips.
But it was the same type of movement.
But the difference was Phillips was out in front on that, right, versus he had a lead blocker out there, which is what we talked about. Remember we talked about Votley making that big block to help him break out. He didn't have that lead blocker there. But we're going to see right now as we get ready. Flag gets set. Here comes the snap. It goes back. He's going to roll out. That's going to be a deep throw. He's got on the run. Brownlee again. And he's going to go deep. And that is touchdown. Wow. Brownlee has been huge from the wide receiver point. And I'll tell you, Flag hit him in stride this time as he takes it down for a touchdown. What a play right there for Gowanda.
Yeah, Flag rolls out perfectly to the left. The right-handed quarterback moves perfectly to the left and hits Browning in stride. And then Browning uses athleticism, just puts on the afterburners at the end to put it in for the touchdown. It looks like Gowanda's huddling up. I think they're going to go for 2 and go back in their spread. I don't think they kick extra points. So yeah, they'll be going for 2 all night. Shotgun for Flag. Phillips in the backfield with him and to his right. Snap.
Ooh.
Oh, it slips. And it's recovered by Alden.
But they can't further it. You can't further those. And that was picked up, it looked like, by number 60, Cameron White. So the play becomes dead right there, so they can't forward a 2-point conversion. So we now have a tie ball game, 6-6, with 8:56 left inside the first half. Listen, we came down here hoping for a game. We got it.
Yeah, we got one so far. We have Alden with the running attack, and then we get the Panthers who finally get their passing attack going with Flag in at quarterback and then Browning in at wide receiver. This could be kind of fun.
It's everything we've asked for so far with some big plays. But I'll tell you, you've seen it. I'll tell you, coming in, Flag's been huge, but you could say Browning, he's been way better at wide receiver, and he has been a threat every time he's got out there. You've got speed right out there at wide receiver. This has been absolutely the lineup they want out there.
Yeah, it has. And, you know, there's something to be said at this level, not having your best athlete at quarterback. I know it sounds weird, but if you have a guy who can throw the ball really well, not really your best athlete, and then you can take that guy who can throw it kind of well, but he's a really good athlete, put him on the outside, you're just that much tougher to defend.
And now we're going to see Brownlee do it again, as now Browning's going to be the kicker. Gowanda's going to get set right here. And there goes the whistle. Browning kicks off, and that one's going to go deep. It comes up right now is Cannonzeri, as he actually comes up to get that one, and he's going to take it out to the 48-yard line where he's down. Looks like he got banged up a little bit there, but he does get up and on his own and runs now off the field, so he's okay.
Yeah, he found a bit of a crease on the left side and near the hash mark and just kind of took it to midfield, so that's a great return for Alden, especially after giving up that score. Gets you a little bit of that momentum back.
They're going to take over at their own 48-yard line. 1st and 10 with 8:48 right now left. Stoltman back in at quarterback right here. Behind him is number 44. Although that handoff is going to go off to George Barron as he's going to be taken down by...
I believe that was Nolan Smith in the backfield again, making the play from the defensive end position.
He's been coming up big right there.
And you know what? And you see Gowanda with a big play on the defensive line. We haven't seen a lot from them. But if they can start getting momentum there, now you really put Alden in a tough spot.
This one's going to go to, no, it's a keeper. Stoltman kicks it out to number 31, John Watson, and Watson gets taken down. I don't know if he even gets back to the line of scrimmage.
No, I think he lost a yard. But you know what? I was saying earlier, watch for that triple option. That's what we saw. And guess what? Gowanda was ready. They're not only able to stop it, they not only sniffed it out, but they took it for a loss.
So right now you're going to see Alden gets set. Watson's going to run off the field right there.
And they've been switching out Watson and Barron for that tailback position.
This may be that direct snap right now to Moats.
Yeah, the Wildcat formation.
And it is, and he's going to run out. He's going to come right here to the side. There's a flag right there. He gets taken down, though, by number 4, Harley Conklin, as he looks like he gets back to the line of scrimmage, but that looks like it's going to be a hold right there against Alden, and they are going to decline it, it looks like. Yep, it is declined. They're going to take the down as it was 3rd and 12. It'll now go to 4th and 12 from the 47-yard line.
And it looks like Alden's going to punt because it looks like they're making their punting substitutions. Yeah, they are. So they're going to punt, and so, they go with that Wildcat again. But, again, it's Gowanda sniffing it out. They see where the where the strength of the offense is, and they make a big play. Did they even need the holding?
Oh, and that goes over his head right now. That snap goes deep. And right now, number 10, Kirsten is going to have to down it right there, and it's going to be down. Oh, and that's going to be a flag right there.
Yeah, we're going to see somebody hit the ref. I don't know if that was...
Another flag. They're throwing flags all over the place on this one.
I think they might be offsetting. I think they're going to go them against both teams. It looks like Kirsten may have hit the ref incidentally, and there was a reaction from Gowanda. We'll see what they come up with.
So the ball gets downed at the 18-yard line. Then we had a flag right after the downing, and then a second flag after they were walking off. Let's see. We have offsetting penalties exactly like Francis said. So they're going to just take over right there from the 18-yard line as Gowanda will take over 1st and 10 with 6:58 left inside the first half.
And if you're both coaches, you're taking a big sigh of relief. That's all that happened because that could have gotten really ugly there. But, if you're Gowanda, you hit the ball inside the red zone. And if you're Alden, you're glad that the ball's only at the 20. Because that was a big, big loss on the punt. And we've seen some snaps high. Unfortunately, Kirsten couldn't corral that one in.
We've seen a couple, and he's saved the couple ones before that. But you guessed it, folks. Guess who we're going to see back at quarterback? Daniel Flagg is back in at quarterback, the senior.
5'10", 200 pounds. I love it.
He does. He's got to look like a fullback out there. But, boy, I'll tell you, he can throw the ball, and we've seen it as he's got the touchdown throw of the game for Gowanda. And here comes the snap. He goes back. He looks to throw. That ball's going to go up, and that's down by number 32. That's caught down. Zachary Phillips with the big catch right at the 3-yard line. Boy, this kid Flagg, he has been incredible as he's hitting his men in stride, giving his kids and his teammates the opportunity to make some big catches.
And that was a big catch. In high school, you only need 1 foot down to make a play, and that's all Phillips had. Made it right at the 3. Big catch, and now it's 1st and goal for Gowanda. And they have a chance, believe it or not, after those first few drives, they could take a lead right now.
The question is, will we see a run? We really haven't seen much run since Flagg came in, but Phillips now joins him in the backfield. Expect to see a run right here. And here comes the snap. Oh, and that's good. It was a direct snap, and it's a fumble. It looks like Phillips is going to be recovering it, though. Phillips did recover it. It's going to be a 2-yard loss at the 5-yard line right now. But that was a direct snap. Oh, it's a false start. There was a penalty on that one. False start against Gowanda, so that will be a 5-yard penalty right there. But that was supposed to be a direct snap to Phillips of him coming across, and unfortunately the fumble. But
I wonder if they're going to call him on the false start because it looked like it wasn't supposed to hit him. Maybe hit him in the helmet. It wasn't supposed to, and that's what caused the fumble.
So it looks like it's still, of course, first and goal from the 8-yard line is what it is, as you're going to see flag get set right here. He's back in the shotgun. Here comes the snap. He goes back, drops back, and that's going to be another, looks like, false start as the whistles blow. Another flag on the field. That is a false start right there, as now it's going to be first down and 13 into the goal. They went back last time, and threw a touchdown. So the question will be is, do they have enough to do it a second time?
Well, you are getting extra space. So if that's the one solace you'll take out of this if you're Gowanda. If the more space works out for you, that's what you get here. But not smart taking 2 plays in a row. The first one was kind of fortunate for you, rather than the fumble, get the false start. This second one, you can't be happy about that.
So they get ready. Flag goes back. And that throws there, and that one's going to be just behind as Phillips was running across right there. Zach Phillips runs across. It was behind him. He gets a hand on it, knocks it down so it doesn't get intercepted. But now we've got second down and 13 to the goal with 6 minutes left inside the first half. 6-6, Alden and Gowanda tied.
Yeah, when you're throwing over the middle, especially as you get close to the end zone, those windows get a lot tighter, need to be more accurate. He threw it in kind of a dangerous situation as well. Plus, because he's 5'10", you got a bigger lineman. It could be tough for him to see over that line. Look, he's a little shorter, you can tell, than some of his linemen.
So flag's going to get set. Here comes the snap. Drops back, rolls out. Moltz going after him. That ball's going to go. This one time it's going to get intercepted, though, as this time it gets intercepted by number 3. I think that was Canzaneri, who has the interception right there. And he's going to take that back to the 11-yard line, where Alden's going to take over first and 10 with 5:51 left inside the first half. You saw those passes go up, and every time Gowanda's come down with it, this time it was just a little too much. But this time Moats was actually running after him. That may have been the help to cause that interception.
You know, that play was set up really by the defensive end getting a free run at the quarterback.
And that first down play is going to be a run right up the middle right there by Barron. And it is going to be looks like 2-yard gain right there, where it's going to be second down, 8 yards to go from the 14-yard line. Right now you're going to see Stoltman take under center. He's going to pitch it out back to Barron. Barron is going to take that right up the middle again, where he's going to get to another 6 yards, it looks like, to the 20-yard line, where it's going to be third down and a yard to go. Like a long yard to go is what it'll be.
Yeah, and you know, I think this is a good idea by Coach K, just to slow things down. If you're Alden, you got your big break. Let's go back to the run game. We've been having success with it, especially up the middle. And, they got 9. They only need now a yard, really, for their first down.
Clock is ticking, 4:33 and ticking right now in the first half, 3rd and 1.
Plenty of time for the Bulldogs.
And it looks like it's going to be a timeout here by Alden right now as they take a timeout. As we have a 6-6 ball game with 4:26 left in the half. What's the key? Does Alden have enough to be able to drive here? What do they need to do to drive down this field, Francis?
I think this is perfect situation if you're Alden. 4.5 minutes. This is when they talk about your 4-minute offense. This is literally it. I know it seems a little long, but Moltz has been able to run up the middle, and maybe you tempo it towards the end if you need to, but I don't think you need to. And especially after you had the punt go over the snap goes over the punter's head. This is about bringing down the temperature, slowly getting your momentum back. And if you can put together a really good drive and cap it off with a touchdown, not only do you have the lead, but I think you have all the momentum back going into the second half.
Well, we've seen Barron come out running the ball so far here. The question, will Moltz be that change up for him? Both Barron and Moltz seem to be running styles similar, right? Strong backs out there. Before we saw the change up as Watson come in to change it up a little bit, see if they go to any change up. But then the big thing is, will they go to the pass? Will we see the pass come out?
There's got to be a rollout play in here somewhere, or a fake attempt.
Listen, we know Stoltman can throw the ball. There's no doubt about it. 6'1", 185-pound senior. This kid can throw the ball. We know it. Don't be surprised to see him open it up. As now you see two wide receivers come to our side.
And I think they're going with an unbalanced look. Alden's going with the unbalanced look right now.
Stoltman's going to hand it off, and it looks like it's to Barron again as he's going to go up the middle for the first down. That's going to come out to the 25-yard line, so that's a 6-yard gain right there by Barron.
Yeah, I think there was a little bit of confusion on the offensive line for Alden setting up that unbalanced formation, but I think it worked out for them because Gowanda wasn't quite ready for it, and Alden was able to take advantage and get more than enough what they needed for the first down.
So we've got 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. 4:03 and ticking in the first half. Stoltman comes up. Stoltman takes a snap, and it looks like he's going to roll it. It's going to be a keeper right now. He's going to roll it to the outside as he goes for it. Looks like about 8 yards on that one as he goes out of bounds.
And I think that was the first time we've seen Stoltman keep it and carry it really for a big gain. I think yeah, that's right. The one he tossed it earlier, but this time he keeps it and it pays off for the Bulldogs.
So it looks like that was going to be a 7-yard gain right there as we're going to have a 2nd down and 3. On the clock is 3:45 and ticking. Sorry, 3:45 is hold. He did go out of bounds, so the clock did stop. And that's a handoff right there to Barron and taken down by Zach Phillips right there.
I believe they're going to give him the first down. Yes, they
will.
will.
So that's a first down right now at the 36-yard line. And again, what Alden's doing is getting that 4, 5, 6 yards, which is great on a drive. But that clock is moving right here. Is it right
they
now?
have plenty of time. No, you're worried about. You're always worried about time, Tom.
It's 3:15 right now and counting inside, and there goes the handoff. It's going to keep it. He's going to throw this one deep, and that one's going to go a little too deep and out of bounds right there. That is an incomplete.
But you know what? I think if you're Stoltman, I think he was really throwing it to where really only his guy could get it because there were about 3 Panthers around him, around the receiver there. So just a smart heads-up play by Stoltman.
That's a roughing the passer penalty that just came out. Flag gets thrown. It's going to be roughing the passer as that's 15 yards right there as we've now got another first down for Alden. That's big right there as they are now in Gowanda territory at the 49-yard line.
Yeah, and that was the best play of the drive. If you're Gowanda, you finally got the stop, an incomplete pass, but then you do the roughing the passer, you give him a free 15 yards.
So Stoltman goes back under center right here. He takes the snap. He's going to keep it. He's going to roll out. It's a quarterback keeper again. He's going to roll out, it looks like, for about 6 yards on that one as he goes out of bounds to stop the clock at 2:56 right now.
Watch for some kind of fake to the left side of the field. They've been running to the right side a couple times. Now you have the wide end on the left. It's some kind of rollout or fake to the left. I would watch the next play or two.
So Stoltman gets his play, comes back to the huddle. Let's see the set as Moats and Barron are in the backfield. Stoltman gets set, takes the snap. He's going to keep it again. He's looking to pass. This one goes up and goes right now kind of into the flat out there. Looked like there must have been somebody tangled up as nobody was really close to the ball on that one. You wonder if there was just some
Well, Stoltman had some pressure on him, so I think that affected his pass a little bit as well.
So 2:49, 3rd down and 7 from the 46-yard line of Gowanda right here. We've got a 6-6 game where Gowanda and Alden are both tied. So big 3rd down play as Stoltman takes his team up to the line, gets set, takes the snap, handoff to Barron, and he's taken down. The first one on the play looked like number 52, Mason Browning, is the first one in on it.
Now this is an interesting decision for the Bulldogs, and now I think see Gowanda take a timeout because you had the special teams error earlier, so you might worry about giving Gowanda great field position that way. But if you're Alden, your offense has kind of stalled these last couple plays. Your biggest play was a roughing the passing penalty, so you wonder if you think you fizzled out on this drive.
Are you shocked that Moats hasn't run the ball at all?
I thought he had one. Did he not? No.
No.
Yeah, I thought they would go to him on this drive, especially after all the success he had early. So I'm kind of surprised that he's still been in. He's been in fullback, but they really haven't handed it off to him. Although I think they did fake to him on the one play.
Yeah, he kept it. Definitely you've seen Stoltman keep it on a couple of them where it looked like he may have gone to him, but definitely I would think this is an opportunity to have your big man see what he can do to be able to power for some. Remember early on in the game when he was carrying the piles the way he was?
Well, that was on 1st and 2nd down. 4th and 5, that's a different story.
But he's got the strength to do it, though. You know what I mean? And that's the question is where you're going to go. And it looks like now
they're going to set up in the spread, so.
But right now you'll see Stoltman go into the shotgun right here. Next to him will be Moats.
So they could try a draw. That would show a lot of faith that coach is putting in his line and his running back if they try a draw on 4th and 5.
4th and 5 from the 44-yard line. 2:37 left inside the first half. As Stoltman gets set in the shotgun, he's looking to take the snap. Here it goes. He's going to go back to look to pass right here. He keeps it. And that's going to be a big tackle right there by guess who? We've called his name multiple times. Number 32, Zach Phillips on the tackle, as that's going to be a tackle for a loss. And now gives Gowanda good field position with still 2 minutes and 29 seconds left inside the first half.
Yeah, Gowanda was all set for that play. It was a full-on pass play, and they had all the receivers covered up. And once Stoltman decided he was going to try to do something with it, he had nowhere to go and was taken down for a loss.
So I am sure we are going to see Flag take over as quarterback still.
Yeah. Flags at quarterback. Browning is on the bottom of your screen right now, out the wide receiver.
Yeah, look for that deep throw right now along the sideline here. Flag gets ready. He takes the snap. He looks deep. And that's going to be a throw to Browning right now for first down. Ooh, that's going to be definitely a 15-yarder right there as he actually gets taken down by his neck. It looked like he got the face mask too, as it was a first down catch down to the 36-yard line. And this will be a personal foul, face mask penalty, so you'll see more yards get added onto this. But we've got a first down right here, 2:21 left inside the first half.
Now, if you remember earlier in the game, there was that play to, I believe, a Conklin over the middle that was held back by the holding. I think that was the same play this time. However, it went to Browning, And this time it's the penalty that goes against Alden, giving them extra yards.
And that was a 15-yarder right there, as they're going to take over at the 21-yard line. They get ready, the snap. Flag goes back. He looks to throw deep right there. He's got a man, but it's just going to be short, as Noah Geiger was the intended receiver on that one.
Yeah, I think maybe Geiger lost it in the lights or something, because it was kind of there. He didn't move towards the ball. I'm not sure why. Maybe lost it in the lights, but good pass there by Flag.
Flag, I'll tell you, he's been something to come in and watch, and he's really given his guys an opportunity to make some catches right here. So it looks like Gowanda calls timeout right here. 2:09 left inside the first half. What do you expect right here, Francis?
Well, I think if you're Gowanda, you're going to keep throwing it. He's been throwing to the right side in this drive and the first two plays, so maybe something to the left side. Maybe they get some movement in the backfield to throw off Alden's eyes. But if you're Gowanda, you have a lot of options. And, again, 2:09, you're just outside the red zone. So if you really want to run it and you think you have something, you have time to do it.
Yeah, no doubt about it. So, but they haven't run much, really. Since they've scored, they've almost gone strictly to the pass.
Yeah, since Flag came in, they really haven't run it out. Maybe one run play and then the fumble. But, yeah, they really haven't. They've been sticking with that 5-wide set.
The one-run play was actually the false start that almost fumbled the ball, if you remember.
Oh, and
the
I think the toss to Phillips as well.
Right.
At midfield earlier.
So
but, yeah, they've been pretty much just running it with him, or passing with the Flag in, which if I'm Gowanda, I'm sticking to. As long as he has the arm to keep slinging it, I would keep doing that.
So Flag gets set. He's in the shotgun. Joining him in the backfield right now is Zach Phillips. He looks, he takes it, he rolls out. He's going to, he slips right down. He goes down, as that's going to be a big loss. It's going to come back to the 39-yard line right there.
You know, that was Matt Hader, I believe, 79, the defensive end. He's been having a great game so far, winning his matchup on the defensive end. And he was the one who really caused that, getting in the backfield quickly and kind of forcing Flag off his footing.
So right now, 1:39 and ticking left inside the first half right here. It's a 3rd down and 23 from the 34-yard line. Flag comes in, gets his play, gets into his huddle right here, makes the call. They break. You're going to see this time joined in the backfield is Gavin Phillips, joins him in as he gets set, takes the snap, throws it up, and he's going to go out. This is going to be another big sack right here.
However, we have a helmet off, and they threw a flag. So let's see how they dole this out.
Did they call it an incomplete pass? Was he? So that was, first of all, a big tackle there by number 50, Cole Shadley.
So 62 is coming out, so it doesn't look like they're going to throw the flag for that.
Yeah, there's a flag out there.
So I wonder if they're going to throw intentional
yes.
grounding.
Yep, that's exactly what it is. An intentional grounding call is what it is. So we're going to go for, it is right now 4th down with a 1:03 left. So they're going to absolutely punt this one out. So, I mean, this would, you don't even want to venture to say what it is. It's at the 44-yard line, and they had to get a first down, would have been at the 10-yard line. It would have been in.
I think you're at least at 30 right now.
So they are going to punt this one out, no doubt. It would have to be almost 60 yards for a first down. So they're going to punt this one as Browning's going to punt it. He gets it off. And that is caught by Kirsten. Kirsten runs that one up as he takes it all the way back to the 48-yard line, gets out of bounds. They're going to have 52 seconds to try to do something and put some points on the board right here as Alden takes over.
And that was Browning, the punter, who had to make the play. I think the gunner went a little too inside, and Kirsten was able to get the edge and get a big gain. But a good job by Browning coming from his punter position to the sideline to make that play.
Oh, Browning he's done just about everything today. We've seen him play wide receiver, quarterback, punter, kicker, right? There's got to be something else he's done in there we just haven't seen. We got to ask him if he's going to play offensive line a little bit today, too.
Maybe he has a second jersey somewhere on the sideline. He's going to switch out at halftime.
So Stoltman's going to go back under center. He's right now going to take it. He's going to pitch it out, and this one goes out to Watson. Watson looking to get some room. He gets some running room as he gets a first down right there. Taken down by number 65. Unfortunately, we don't have 65 on our roster.
But it's Alden again. Great blocking. Gowanda kind of had the play sniffed out, but Alden's blockers were able to get in front of the defenders they were marked on and able to push ahead. Watson could just kind of dance around and found some room to run with.
He's been really good as a different back, and he's different than Barron as well as Moats. He just is the faster back and really finds the holes, but they work real well together when you see them go back and forth. Stoltman goes ahead. He's going to pitch it back out to Watson. He's going to get out to the outside, and he finds some room. He's going to look like he's going to gain about 2. This is the second helmet we've seen fly off, and another penalty flag thrown here.
Yeah, 52 lost his helmet. I don't know if he liked it. There were some extracurriculars after the play, so we'll see what.
And we got a player down right now, too.
And I believe that was towards the tackle.
Is that Watson who's down? So the penalty right now is thrown. We're still waiting to see the penalty, but we do have a down player here from Alden. So we're going to see the flag here. So the illegal use of the hands right now is the call that goes against Alden right here. So they're going to march off the penalty right now, but we still have an injured player. We think it is Watson. As Watson gets up right here, and he's going to run off the field. So that's great to see. Really wanted to see that.
Yeah, so 52 lost his helmet. I believe that's what the penalty was for. So Gowanda gets a break after, after the last drive. They just kept going backwards after getting inside the 10. But so it looks like 29 seconds left, and Alden only has so many options. They can't really go to Moats up the middle. They only have Barron left, and you'd have to tell him to really bounce it to the outside, which he really hasn't done. He's been able to bounce it inside really well, but not outside.
So we've got a first down and 20 from the 48-yard line. We have a 6-6 game. We've had some big plays to watch. It's been a very interesting game. It really has. It's been a lot of fun right now. The only probably negative, I say, a lot of penalties it's been so far. But we'll see. Stoltman comes out. He's going to go ahead. It's going to be a handoff there to Barron as Barron's going to run right up the middle, and he's going to gain about 12 yards, as it looks like, as it's now going to be second down and 8, where it's 15 seconds left right now inside the first half.
Yeah, that's a great gain, but, now you're down to less than 10 seconds. That clock's ticking. This is the last play.
And Stoltman's going to hand it off to Barron again. He's going to go right up the middle again, then goes out to the outside. He's taken down. We've got another penalty flag on the field right now.
And I think that was an off-ball penalty against the defense. It looks like the Bulldogs are going to get one more shot, an untimed play, so they catch a break there.
So it looks like a holding penalty go against the defense. So they're going to take that back, so the half can't end right now on a defensive penalty.
So they're going to get the ball around just outside the 15. So big chance for the Bulldogs. I think you're going to see them go in the spread and have Stoltman take a shot at the end zone.
So it looks like it's at the 24-yard line is what it is. So the 24-yard line is where they'll take over. First and 10. This will definitely, as long as pending no penalty, will be the last play of the half. Stoltman comes up. In the backfield is Moats and Barron.
Yeah, Bulldogs going to line up in the eye again.
And timeout Gowanda on this one as they're going to talk over the the last play here. They wanted to see exactly what kind of setup would that Alden would come into. They saw the setup. They called timeout. What do you think they saw?
Well, they saw the eye again, which Alden's been having success with the last few plays. But if you're Alden, if you're Coach K, I think you throw back your spread out. I don't know if you were hoping for Gowanda to take the timeout and pull this, but I would go to the spread and see if Gowanda was prepared for it. Because remember, Gowanda can't take a timeout if you do that. So if you tell him how to stop the eye and all of a sudden Alden's out in spread, that's a huge advantage for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, it'll definitely – I mean, you would think they're going to have to throw some sort of pass play right here. Tough to be able to get a 24-yard run play to be able to finish off the half. So you would think you're going to do everything you can to try to get this in the end zone and try to get the ball down there. So you would think there'd be some sort of setup. But you actually use the eye to help get your quarterback some time to throw the ball up, to use them as blockers, because those two are big, almost two big fullbacks that are there.
You could, but you only have, really two receivers, maybe three, running out for a pass.
So they're going to go back. Stolten's going to go in the
it's a pistol.
shotgun.
Looks like they're going to run a pistol here. No receiver on the left side.
So they're going to go deep. They're going deep, and that's going to go too long as it's going to go out of bounds, and that's where we're going to end our first half. Boy, we got a tight one right here. Alden 6, Gowanda 6. That's halftime. We're going to take a break. We're going to go to our commercials for halftime. We'll be back after the half. I'm Tom Prince, joined by Francis Beck, Russ Battaglia on the camera. We look forward to seeing you in the second half.
300 Level Media is a locally owned and operated multi-purpose media company right here in Western New York. You'll find us everywhere, covering the Bills, Sabres, Buttes, Bisons, Big Four basketball, local college sports, and much more. Our staff offers a variety of media services, from video production, live event coverage, audio broadcasts, professional voiceovers, camera operation, and videography. Visit www.300levelmedia.com or give us a call at 716-427-2600. This is 300 Level Media.
Why do you exercise? To look better? To feel better? To drop a few pounds? To train for an event? To defy age? Or to keep your ability to say yes to the things you love to do? Whatever motivates you, G&G Fitness Equipment is here to get you there. Treadmills, ellipticals, rowers, bikes, home gyms, and accessories. We'll pair you with the right equipment, teach you how to use it, and be there every step of your fitness journey. G&G Fitness. Your goal is our goal.
Call 835-WOLF. Remember, you calling the Wolf. That's all you had to say. Call today.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs. WNYathletics.com is the premier high school sports website in Western New York, providing the best sports coverage of Section 6 and Monsignor Martin leagues. Check out our page for daily game recaps and late-breaking sports news. Our online scoreboards are updated in real time. Never miss a goal or touchdown. Visit WNYathletics.com today or follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube.
300 Level Media is a locally owned and operated multi-purpose media company right here in Western New York. You'll find us everywhere, covering the Bills, Sabres, Buttes, Bisons, Big Four basketball, local college sports, and much more. Our staff offers a variety of media services, from video production, live event coverage, audio broadcasts, professional voiceovers, camera operation, and videography. Visit www.300levelmedia.com or give us a call at 716-427-2600. This is 300 Level Media.
Why do you exercise? To look better? To feel better? To drop a few pounds? To train for an event? To defy age? Or to keep your ability to say yes to the things you love to do? Whatever motivates you, G&G Fitness Equipment is here to get you there. Treadmills, ellipticals, rowers, bikes, home gyms, and accessories. We'll pair you with the right equipment, teach you how to use it, and be there every step of your fitness journey. G&G Fitness. Your goal is our goal.
Call 835-WOLF. Remember, you calling the Wolf. That's all you had to say. Call today.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs. WNYathletics.com is the premier high school sports website in Western New York, providing the best sports coverage of Section 6 and Monsignor Martin leagues. Check out our page for daily game recaps and late-breaking sports news. Our online scoreboards are updated in real time. Never miss a goal or touchdown. Visit WNYathletics.com today or follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube.
.300 Media is a locally owned and operated, multi-purpose media company right here in Western New York. You'll find us everywhere, covering the Bills, Sabres, Buttes, Bisons, Big Four basketball, local college sports, and much more. Our staff offers a variety of media services, from video production, live event coverage, audio broadcasts, professional voiceovers, camera operation, and videography. Visit www.300levelmedia.com or give us a call at 716-427-2600. This is 300 Level Media.
Why do you exercise? To look better? To feel better? To drop a few pounds? To train for an event? To defy age? Or to keep your ability to say yes to the things you love to do? Whatever motivates you, G&G Fitness Equipment is here to get you there. Treadmills, ellipticals, rowers, bikes, home gyms, and accessories. We'll pair you with the right equipment, teach you how to use it, and be there every step of your fitness journey. G&G Fitness. Your goal is our goal.
Call 835-WOLF. Remember, you calling the Wolf. That's all you had to say. Call today.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs. WNYathletics.com is the premier high school sports website in Western New York, providing the best sports coverage of Section 6 and Monsignor Martin leagues. Check out our page for daily game recaps and late-breaking sports news. Our online scoreboards are updated in real time. Never miss a goal or touchdown. Visit WNYathletics.com today or follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube.
300 Media is a locally owned and operated, multi-purpose media company right here in Western New York. You'll find us everywhere, covering the Bills, Sabres, Buttes, Bisons, Big Four basketball, local college sports, and much more. Our staff offers a variety of media services, from video production, live event coverage, audio broadcasts, professional voiceovers, camera operation, and videography. Visit www.300levelmedia.com or give us a call at 716-427-2600. This is 300 Level Media.
Why do you exercise? To look better? To feel better? To drop a few pounds? To train for an event? To defy age? Or to keep your ability to say yes to the things you love to do? Whatever motivates you, G&G Fitness Equipment is here to get you there. Treadmills, ellipticals, rowers, bikes, home gyms, and accessories. We'll pair you with the right equipment, teach you how to use it, and be there every step of your fitness journey. G&G Fitness. Your goal is our goal.
Call 835-WOLF. Remember, you call on the Wolf. That's all you had to say. Call today.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs. WNYathletics.com is the premier high school sports website in Western New York, providing the best sports coverage of Section 6 and Monsignor Martin leagues. Check out our page for daily game recaps and late-breaking sports news. Our online scoreboards are updated in real time. Never miss a goal or touchdown. Visit WNYathletics.com today or follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube.
300 Level Media is a locally owned and operated multi-purpose media company right here in Western New York. You'll find us everywhere covering the Bills, Sabres, Buttes, Bisons, Big Four basketball, local college sports, and much more. Our staff offers a variety of media services, from video production, live event coverage, audio broadcasts, professional voiceovers, camera operation, and videography. Visit www.300levelmedia.com or give us a call at 716-427-2600. This is 300 Level Media.
Why do you exercise? To look better? To feel better? To drop a few pounds? To train for an event? To defy age? Or to keep your ability to say yes to the things you love to do? Whatever motivates you, G&G Fitness Equipment is here to get you there. Treadmills, ellipticals, rowers, bikes, home gyms, and accessories. We'll pair you with the right equipment, teach you how to use it, and be there every step of your fitness journey. G&G Fitness. Your goal is our goal.
Call 835-WOLF. Remember, you call on the Wolf. That's all you had to say. Call today.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs. WNYathletics.com is the premier high school sports website in Western New York, providing the best sports coverage of Section 6 and Monsignor Martin leagues. Check out our page for daily game recaps and late-breaking sports news. Our online scoreboards are updated in real time. Never miss a goal or touchdown. Visit WNYathletics.com today or follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube.
Folks, we are back live here at Gowanda, and we got a great one here for you. It is 6-6. We're going to come into the third quarter. Francis, what did you see in the first half? What do you expect to see in the second half?
You know, I was telling you during halftime, I was really nervous. In the first drive, we saw all the defensive lines basically swallow the Gowanda offense. But give credit to Gowanda. They found a way to fight back. They kind of went to that spread look. They brought in Flag at quarterback, moved Browning to wide receiver, and they really picked things up. in the second half. They didn't end the first half. They didn't end things very well. Gowanda with that, going inside the 10 and then going pretty much back past midfield. But a lot of good things take away from if you're Gowanda. And if you're Alden, you've been running the ball very well. Haven't gotten your passing attack going, but you've had a couple of backs who've been able to move the ball pretty well. I expect the Bulldogs to go back to that in the second half. They almost had a good drive going towards the end, but they kind of stalled with a bad penalty towards the end. But I think we're going to be in for a good game if these two teams can keep up what they've been good at so far.
One, we got to watch the flags. Flags were starting to get real heavy in that second quarter.
And they were a little feisty. It wasn't just procedural. It was kind of a little bit of the extracurricular stuff. So both of these coaches, I think, something got to keep an eye on, keeping your guys calm and cool in the second half.
I'll tell you, there's one thing I do look at. Think about how good right now Eden North Collins must be with a 28-0 win over Gowanda. Says a lot right now for that Eden team. We're going to get a chance, hopefully, to see them play against Lackawanna this coming week. But, boy, that could be an interesting game right now, especially inside this division.
Yeah, I think this C Central division is going to be really good this year.
So Gowanda's going to kick off to Alden. Kicking off is Maddox Browning, your quarterback, wide receiver, punter, kicker, does everything right out here for us.
Safe defensive back.
He's done it all.
Gunner.
And he's going to kick off, and back to get it is number 3, Bailey Canzaneri. And Bailey is actually going to bring that one out to the 39-yard line where Alden is going to take over 1st and 10 right here.
Yeah, the Bulldogs special teams has been very good. I should say their kick return has been very good. Punt, not so much, but their kick return has been very good. They've been getting very good field position for their offense.
So we got the clock back up and running for you. We couldn't pull it off the scoreboard until the sun went down, so we got it back up. You get to see the clock now, too. And you're going to see Stoltman right now back at quarterback. He's going to take it. And he's going to run that one up for an 8-yard gain right up the gut right there.
Yeah, Gowanda was not ready for that one. They think that was a bit of a quick snap.
They're going to go no huddle right here.
Yeah, no huddle.
Stoltman gets under center. He's going to take the snap. He's going to drop back. This time it looks like he's going to just short of the first down right there. It's going to be about a half yard to go. Yeah, about a half yard to go. So it's going to be 3rd down and, like I said, about a half yard right here as he had a 2-yard gain on that one.
Yeah, it was Stoltman again. He dropped back, looked like he was going to pass, kind of stepped around a defender and goes forward for a couple of yards, like a delayed quarterback run. You don't see that very often.
It actually looked like he was going to get sacked there for a minute and fought right through it. So Stoltman goes back under center. Gets ready. Mowat's behind him. Watson behind him. This is going to be a handoff. Handoff goes to Mowat's. He's going to break it out to the outside. He's fighting for every yard right now. He looks like he's going to be stopped at no gain right there as he fights back to the line of scrimmage. We've got a 4th down play right here as it'll be 4th down on the 49-yard line.
I wonder if between Stoltman and Moltz, they were a little confused. Looked like there were some feet tangled up. I think the nose tackle for Gowanda was able to get in the backfield pretty quickly, and that didn't help things for Alden. But after 2 big plays for Alden's offense, they come with a big stop, and now it's 4th and 1, a very important play to start this second half.
And that was a timeout taken by Alden. It looked like they were sending out their punt team is what they were looking to do right there. You wonder if the timeout was, we're going to talk this one over. As it's 4th, it looks like a half yard. It doesn't look like a full yard from here. But we've got 10:23 left inside the 3rd quarter, 6-6 game. Gowanda comes out defensively the way they did. It looked like Stoltman was going to start running the ball. He ran the ball well 2 plays in a row. You wonder why they got away from that. But they went to Moats, and Moats actually gets stopped on that one. Let's see what they decide to do. It looks like they're gonna go for this.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if you see a toss over to Barron in the backfield.
Stoltman goes up. He's going to hand it off to Barron. Barron looks like he's got the first down right there as he gets himself to on the other side of the 50-yard line right here. 1st and 10 right now for Alden.
Yeah, he only got 2 yards, but that's all the Bulldogs needed. Just a little crease on the right side, I think, between the right guard and the right tackle. Gets through for the short gain.
So Alden's going to come up right here. As you see Stoltman go under center, there's 3 backs in the backfield right now as Ken Zaneri is going to join him. Or I'm sorry, that's going to be a handoff to Barron. Barron looks like he's going to get tackled, though, right down for a loss of 2 yards right here.
Yeah, that was Matt Hay, was actually one of the fullbacks in the backfield, and you saw him at the end, kind of went in motion to the right side. And Gowanda, again, sniffing out these uncommon, these unique formation that Alden is putting out there. I don't know if 79 was considered eligible, but watch for that later in the game, especially near the goal line. If they go back to that formation, maybe they'll try a pass to Hay.
Looked like he was actually going to be a lead blocker on that one, and you see he's back there. Hay is back in there, as you see Barron as well as Moetz back there. And here goes the handoff. This time it's going to be a keeper by Stoltman. He's going to go around. He's got a big gain right here as it looks like Phillips pushes him out of bounds at the 37-yard line right there. That's a gain of 7, it looks like.
That's a unique take on the triple option. That time they had Hay as the lead blocker, after faking the Moetz and getting the big gain. That's a very unique take on the triple option, as they just said. And I wonder what else Alden can do with that formation.
So we're going to come up here, 9:01 in the 3rd quarter. Bulldogs come up to the line. Stoltman right now leads the way. He's going to hand that one off back to Barron, and stops him is number 4, Harley Conklin for Gowanda, as it's now going to be 4th down, and it looks like a 1.5 yards to go. 8:40 ticking.
Yeah, and I believe Alden had an unbalanced look, but again, Gowanda's sniffing it out, and they forced the tailback to kind of cut back there. Now you're left with another 4th and short. Can Gowanda come up big?
You're going to look, is this going to be a Stoltman keeper? Is it going to be a handoff to Barron, a handoff to Moetz? What are they going to do right here? Oh, you see Watson is now in the backfield for Alden. Stoltman goes under center. He's going to hand it off. It's going to be a pitch out to Watson. Watson's going to get out to the outside. He breaks a tackle. He looks like he's going to be down short. It depends where they spot this one. It looked like he was short. And let's see, they haven't signaled yet. That was one of the players who signaled. That's now the signal. It is going to be 1st down. Gowanda stops him. 1st and 10, Gowanda, as they're going to take over from the 41-yard line. Big stop right there, Francis.
Yeah, gutsy play by the right side of that defense. I didn't catch your number. One, I think it was an outside linebacker kind of came in, didn't make the play, but he at least stopped Watson and kind of held him up. And then it was the rest of his tacklers were able to come in and finish him off before he could pass the marker. So great job by the Gowanda defense. Now they get back on the field, and it looks like Browning's now back in quarterback.
He is. He comes back to the quarterback position. And there it is. It's going to be a handoff to Zach Phillips, but boy, they just gang tackle him for a loss of about 4 to 5 yards right now. We'll see where the spot is. It looks like about a 4-yard loss right here.
Yeah, that was very reminiscent of the start of this game where Alden's defensive line was just getting the backfield ready. Phillips had nowhere to go. As soon as he got the ball, there were a couple guys breathing right on his neck. And so Gowanda's got to figure something else out. If you're going to stay in that formation, you got to block better.
every time they've run the ball, their running backs have been running for their life and really have not had the time. You wonder is they've been so effective with Flag at quarterback. When will we see Flag to come back into this game? So now we're going to see Brownlee at quarterback. He's in the shotgun. He's looking for the snap. He takes it, and that's going to be right now a false start right here against Gowanda.
Yeah, I think the receiver thought the motion was for the snap, so he went forward.
So false start, that's a 5-yard penalty. It was already 2nd and 14. It'll be 2nd and 19 now as they move all the way back to the 31-yard line. We saw this happen multiple times in the first half. Penalties were big, and it's hurt them again to start off this third quarter.
Yeah, this is really the last thing you want if you're Gowanda, just taking penalties and moving backwards this entire drive.
So we're going to come to the line of scrimmage right now. 2nd and 19, 6:40 right now and counting. Browning at quarterback. He's in the shotgun. Here comes the snap. And he's looking to pass right here. He's going to keep it. He's going to run. He's got some running room. He goes up the middle as he comes down to the 45-yard line, taken down by number 79, Matthew Hay. But that's a big run as Browning keeps it himself, goes up the middle right there.
And I think that's what you're hoping for if you're Gowanda, that formation. Get your guy Browning in space, see if that middle will open up for him, and as you can see, he can take off.
So 3rd down and 6. He makes this a manageable 3rd down play right now. But they've been so effective by the pass when they went into that pass right there. You have to make sure that you're out there covering your man, which gave him some lanes to be able to run the ball. Browning's in the shotgun right now. And that's another flag right there, as we're going to see another false start right now against Gowanda as they're going to go back. It was 3rd and 6. Now we're going to have it as 3rd and 11.
Yeah, I think these receivers for Gowanda are getting confused between what is the motion call and the snap call. This is the second time we've seen that this drive.
So 3rd and 11 right now. The penalties just keep adding up right now for Gowanda. I'd hate to ask you what the over-under is going to be on the yellow flags today.
I think, and it looks like there's delay of game as well as the false start. I think it only counts as they're only going to count one of them, so only 5 yards. But a lot of things not going right for Gowanda.
So Brownlee gets the play, goes into his huddle. He breaks the huddle. They come out. Brownlee's going to go into the shotgun again. He gets set. Takes the snap. He's looking to throw. He's rolling. He looks the other way. And that's going to be off to Phillips right there with a big catch as he gets another 1st down. And that's going to be down to the 44-yard line right there. What a play. Browning great in the pocket. He looked at every one of his options right there. Gets it over to Gavin Phillips. He comes up for the 1st down.
And I think he had a little bit of a crease up the middle if he wanted to take it, but he smartly stays in the pocket and finds a receiver and hits him really in stride. A lot of quarterbacks would have thrown it directly to him, but Browning, looking upfield, seeing all the space, throws it ahead of him in stride, and he gets the 1st down.
Francis, have you been surprised about how many penalties they've gotten and then overcome them almost every single time for these 1st downs? So right now, Browning back at quarterback. He's in the shotgun. Next to him is Gavin Phillips. Here comes the snap. He's looking to throw. This one's going deep. It's hanging in the air, but that's going to be down and incomplete right there at the 18-yard line. Looks like Browning got knocked down right there. He gets up. So it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 44-yard line. Browning's going to come to the sideline, get his play.
Yeah, Ball a little bit underthrown that time. Luckily not intercepted by Alden there.
Thank God he did get it off, because he did get knocked down on that play. So if he doesn't get that off, does it become a snap? The only thing is when he got it off, he put it in an area that it could have been intercepted right there. So it was a good play all around that Gowanda was able to get it off and it wasn't intercepted.
Wonder if Gowanda has a sweep play coming up soon.
So the Panthers get set. They're in the shotgun still. Phillips next to him. He takes the snap. He's looking to throw. He gets that over to Phillips again. Phillips gets hit, right now by number 3, Bailey Canzaneri.
It looked like they were trying to set up a screenplay, but the blockers didn't quite make it over. The Gowanda does get a game, but it's very small, and yeah, Canzaneri delivered a huge hit, probably the biggest we've seen so far tonight.
So we've got 3rd down, and it looks like kind of like 8.5 or 8, depends where they spot this one. So yeah, 3rd down and 8 is what we're going to call it right there as they move the stick up a little bit more. You're going to see right now Gavin Phillips run out to the sideline right there. Looks like an equipment adjustment that he's going to do. And right now you're going to see
I think Browning had to take care of an equipment of his running back.
Yeah, I saw that, of Zach Phillips on that one. So he takes the snap, looking to throw. He's going deep right now, and just out of the reach of Noah Votley right there. And you are now going to come to 4th down. You think, though, this is in the range where they go for it, Francis?
I wouldn't. I wouldn't, especially the pressure you see Alden getting again. I think that was Matt Hay getting some pressure, causing a bit of an errant throw. Although you do now see Browning coming to the sideline.
Oh, look who may be going in right now. Look who's getting the play.
That's Flag.
Here comes Flag.
Flag and Brown's coming back. That means Browning's going to come back. He'll be at wide receiver. Very interesting. You're going to bring him in on 4th and long.
Well, 4th and 8.
We're going to take a timeout and talk this over.
So 4th and 8 from the 42-yard line. It is a timeout that they're going to call right here. They are going to talk this one over. They absolutely were going to flag in at quarterback, and we've seen almost every time flag has been in, they've gone to the pass. Are you going to see them go to the 5 wide receiver set that we've seen and go to the pass? Do you think that's the play that's going to be called?
Well, you're not going to run it in 4th and 8. So I think the smart play is you go with flag, go 5 wide out, and, try to get one of your guys open and trust that flag can get it to him. I would expect to see some sort of rollout away from the side Hayes on, because he's been great all game, but especially this drive, he's been causing a whole lot of trouble. Although, personally, if I'm Gowanda, I'm going to punt, because still 3:31 left in this game. You came up with a big stop last drive, so I think you trust your defense to make a stop. And who knows, if you can get a good punt, get him inside the 10, and your defense can come up big, you can get some pretty good field position the next drive.
Yep, absolutely. If you make the stops, right?
If you
That's
make the
big
stop,
question, right?
But your defense has been doing it. Got off to a good start
Yep.
in the second half. Remember, they came up with that big 4th and short stop.
Yep, yeah, absolutely. So we expect that we're going to see a pass play right out here as we saw Fields come out. And you're going to look, they've got 3 receivers. We're going to see Maddox Browning go back to the receiver spot when he's not at quarterback. But also you've got Gavin Phillips and Zach Phillips, both as big threats. Those are 3 big threats that Gowanda's got to be able to catch the ball.
Yeah, you do. Although I do think if you're Alden, you trust your defensive line to get there. It's going to be led by Matt Hay, having a great drive, I just said. Your defensive line, your Alden, you might even blitz if you want to. Just make things tough.
Are you able to blitz, though, with 5 receivers out there? That you've got to make sure those receivers are out there. You're going to get the opportunity to blitz, though.
Well, do you trust your guys to blitz versus your corners to cover? I think that's the question.
So we see it. Fields is out there. They're going to go for this. They're in the 5 wide receiver set. They get set. Fields called for it. Here comes the snap. He looks to roll out. There's the throw, and that's going to be underthrown just short as Fields did not have enough time. They got through to the quarterback like you talked about, and that's exactly what happens as now you're going to see Alden take over 1st and 10.
Yeah, he just could not get that pass away. He was kind of surrounded immediately, and he tried to roll out, but the guys for Alden on the other side were able to kind of contain him, and they just had to get it off quickly. Keep in mind, he's a shorter quarterback, so he couldn't really see, and he was just kind of jumping to get it away.
Yeah, I think that was just because he didn't have the time to do it right there. So he was doing everything he can to try to make something happen as he still got it towards his receiver just a little bit short. So Alden takes over 1st and 10. Stoltman's going to take his team to the line, and in the backfield you'll see Barron and Mowitz right now in the backfield.
And you have Mowitz now as the tailback and Barron as the fullback. That's a switch that we saw from earlier.
So Barron and Mowitz talk. Stoltman gets his team set, takes the snap, hand off to Mowitz. Mowitz is going to come around. He finds a little room, slips though right down as Harley Conklin comes upon him and will get credited for the tackle. It's going to be 2nd down, and it looks like he's going to get a 2-yard gain on that one. So 2nd down and 8 from the 44-yard line.
And if Mowitz doesn't slip, I think he gets at least 10 yards there because he had an alley to run through. I don't think Conklin gets there if Mowitz is able to stay clean.
So 2nd down and 8. Stoltman takes his team up to the line. Barron and Mowitz still in the backfield in the I formation. They get set. Stoltman looks to keep it. He's looking to pass. He goes up, and that's going to be too deep over the head of number 3, Bailey Canzaneri.
Great job by Nolan Smith coming in from the defensive end spot and getting a big hit on Stoltman. Did affect that pass just a little bit.
So 3rd down and 10 on the 44-yard line. 2:37 left inside the 3rd quarter. Big 3rd down here from Alden. First time we're really hearing the crowd the way we are right now.
And 3rd and long, and Gowanda is going to keep one safety high, looking to stop that run.
Mowitz and Barron switch spots. Now it's a handoff to Barron. He goes straight up the middle, and he is tackled right there. The first one on the tackle was number 55, Rowan Mentley-Peters. We've got a flag, though, on this one, and Barron is down. Nope, he's going to get up right here.
Yeah, I think it was something after the play. I wonder where they're going to – Alden seems to think it's against
Personal
Gowanda.
foul against Gowanda. They called that a personal foul penalty. That's going to be an automatic then, a 1st down right there in this one.
I think it's hit to the head. Hit to the head, but I don't quote me on this, but I believe if that player gets a 2nd one, then it's an ejection.
It is. No, he's out. Is Zach Phillips out of the game right now?
I don't know. I don't think they're ejecting him. I think he's coming off. His coach asked him off, but the penalty may have been against him.
He is ejected.
Oh.
He has been ejected from the game. So it was a hit to the head is what it was. Because of the hit to head, Zachary Phillips has been ejected from the game right here, which is so unfortunate because he has been huge defensively for this team. He's been there for his team. He's been a running back for this team, a wide receiver for this team. This is a big loss right here and a big 15-yard penalty right now for Alden as they're going to now take over at 1st and 10 on the 38-yard line. Wow, that's a really big penalty. I understand why Coach is asking for some clarification on this one.
Yeah, I didn't really see the hit at the end. Obviously, it was very crowded at the end. But, yeah, as you said, that's a huge loss for Gowanda to not be able to have him in the game for, even though, you still have over a quarter left in a tie ball game.
And it's a senior right out there, too, and I hate to see that happen to any senior right now on his senior night. And just a bad opportunity, and he really did not think that was going against him. I think he's really I don't know if there was malicious intent on this one to be able to see him ejected right here. But we're going to see Stoltman's going to be there. He takes it. He's going to hand it off to Watson. Watson's going to go around, and he's tackled at about a yard gain on that. And it looks like
that was Nolan Smith once again. We've been calling his name quite a few times. He's not as imposing as Matt Hay over his counterpart in Alden, but he's made some big plays. And if he doesn't make that tackle, that's at least a first down for Alden.
I agree. And that literally is, and you've seen the speed that Watson provides. He ran for the only touchdown. If you remember when he took off, he really's got some speed. Smith is with the big tackle there, 2nd and 9. Wow, that's a big stop. He steps up big for his team. 135 and ticking. You see Stoltman going back into the shotgun right here. Next to him is Moats. Watson in motion. He's going to keep it. He's going to hit. Oh, there's a fumble. And it looks like Gowanda's come up with it right here. It is Gowanda ball. As you see, number 69, Eric Furlick, come up with the ball right here. Wow, that's a big change of events right there, Francis.
Yeah, we just saw, Zach Phillips go out, big penalty, lose the big player, and then you're thinking, man, Alden really has a chance. Just over a minute left in this third quarter to score and get some big momentum. But no, ball hits the carpet, and Gowanda falls on it. That's a big break, and let's see what Gowanda can do. It looks like Browning is going to be a quarterback as he gets the play. Although I don't see, flag is on the sideline.
So Browning's going to get his team, break the huddle. He's going to go into the shotgun right here. You're going to see Gavin Phillips join him in the backfield right next to him.
That's a delay of
another
game.
One. Another flag. So that's a 5-yard penalty again. They're going to go 1st and 15.
Yeah, I could see the ref moving his hand. And, to be fair, the same thing was happening to Alden on that last play. They were Alden was got the snap off just in time. But that time it's Gowanda. They actually lose the 5 yards.
So Browning gets set, looking to take the snap. In motion comes Votley. He's running right now. He rolls out. This is a deep throw. That's going to go out of play right now. Was intended for number 84, Noah Geiger. But that's going to go out of bounds right there on the sideline. So we've got 1:14 remaining. 2nd down and 15 from the Gowanda 36-yard line.
That time it was both defensive ends for Alden getting pressure, and he just kind of forced Browning out quickly. He just had to chuck it towards the end. Couldn't really set his feet up to get a good pass off.
The only thing I could say is, I said, that's been the negative of the game is just the amount of penalties we've seen. So you're going to see right now, Browning gets set. There goes it. He fakes it. He's going to keep it. He's rolling right up the middle. He's got some room. He's breaking it to the outside. He's come down to the 35-yard line. He says he stepped out of bounds. They're going to call it back right here. As he stepped out of bounds at the 37-yard line,
36. I thought he stepped out closer to the 32, but that's still, if you're Gowanda, you'll still take that big gain for Browning. That's what they've been looking for with him in our quarterback, is for him to get space and break it out of the outside. That was perfectly blocked and perfectly executed by Gowanda.
He's done a great job. He's done a couple that he's broken open. And I'll tell you, they have to keep him honest because they know he can throw the ball, and they've been very effective passing the ball. So sometimes when he's been able to see that and they've guarded him, he's been able to go up the middle. So he's going to get set again as he gets ready to go in the shotgun. He gets the snap. He hands it off right there as Gavin Phillips gets taken down by number 64, Dominic DePalios.
Yeah, DePalios gets right in the backfield, and That time Alden knew exactly what was coming and made a big play.
So it's going to be 2nd down and 13 from the 40-yard line right here.
I think Gowanda is going to want to set up kind of a jet sweep play, maybe over to that right side where you have all that green space.
So Browning back in the shotgun. Gavin Phillips stays next to him. He gets it. He's looking to throw. He goes deep. This one goes deep out to the far sideline, and that's knocked down by number 32. Anthony Cometto knocks that down. That's a big defensive play right there.
Yeah, great position by Cometto, getting his body right on the receiver, eyes on the ball, no pass interference there, just makes the play and knocks it down.
So we've got 6 seconds left in this third quarter. It's 6-6. We got a ball game. 3rd down 13 from the Alden 40-yard line. Browning takes his team up to the line. He's in the shotgun. He goes back. He's looking to pass. He throws up the middle. That goes off the hands of number 84, Noah Geiger, as it'll now go to 4th down and 13. We still have 1 second left inside the third quarter.
I think if you're Gowanda, you punt it this time. I know you went for it last time, but I think you punt it this time and you trust that your defense can make another big stop.
They haven't punted yet. I don't think they're punting. So here we go. We've got Browning come up to the line. He takes the snap. He's looking to throw. That goes over to Phillips. Phillips gets some room. He gets taken down at the 29-yard line. That will not be enough for a first down, as Alden will take over at the 29-yard line, 29 and a half, right about the 30-yard line, as they'll take over 1st and 10 from here. But that is the end right now of the third quarter. So we've got the end of the third quarter. We're going to go to the fourth. We've got a great one here, as this one is still 6-6. Francis, what's the key? What's got to happen? What team is going to come up big? What do they got to do?
Well, the momentum is going back and forth, especially in this third quarter, and it's going to be whichever team is able to take advantage of that momentum. I think Alden right now looks like the better team because they had the big fumble on the last drive. But, without that fumble, I'm not sure if Gowanda is able to stop them. So I think if Alden can hold on to the football, make plays, they got to block a little bit better, get to the outside. I think they're in a better position right now to win this game because Gowanda's offense right now is just really having trouble moving the ball forward, and it seems like whenever they do, it just gets taken back by penalty.
Well, that's the question. If they can clean up these penalties, I believe they're moving the ball better, though. It's just the penalty-driven. It's stopped every one of these drives. They clean up these penalties and stop them from happening. They can easily move the ball and go after the win of this game. Alden's, though, got to prove that they can keep a drive going without them stopping. They've either been stopped by the run with some big stops or had some key fumbles. So they've got to be able to keep clean and be able to make something happen. The question is, who's going to be the one who cleans it up first? Because the one who does wins this ball game.
Now we saw Alden in the third quarter come out with some spread stuff on a few plays. You wonder if they stick with their eye or if they're going to go in their spread. It looks like Stoltman is 5 yards back from the ball, so I think we're going to see some spread. This is a 5-wide set with Moltz as a wide receiver. Wouldn't want to tackle him over the middle.
So Stoltman right now he throws it out to Watson. Watson gets the catch. He's going to be taken down with about a 3-yard gain right there. And again, you know who's in on that tackle. Nolan Smith is there again with a big stop. It's going to be a 2nd down. It looks like about a 3-yard gain, so 2nd down and 7 is what we're going to call it.
Yeah, that was interesting to get your Watson, your speed guy, out on the edge with some space. He did get a few yards on that play, but you wonder if what else Alden has coming out of it, whether you're going to see Moltz catch the ball or something else. They're going to stay in that set.
So Stoltman in the shotgun. Gets set. In motion, Catanzaro. Catanzari. He gets the actual pass. What a stop right there as Gavin Phillips comes up big.
That was textbook, seeing the play happen, seeing the play before it even happens, and he just laid into receiver. A very clean, very good hit, knocked him down for a big loss.
Canzaneri has been big too, and you saw that. He turned around, but Gavin Phillips was waiting right there for him. He comes up big right there, as now we've got a 3rd down and 10 from the 30-yard line. And it looks like that Alden's going to stay in this set right now, as you see Stoltman right now in the shotgun. In motion comes Canzaneri again. And here comes he's looking to throw. He goes up, and that's going to be used over the top of Kurtzen, as it's going to be a little too high for him to go after. We're going to see the punt team come out as they're going to punt this one away. We've got 10:37 left in this ball game. Guess what? Gowanda comes up big defensively again right here, Francis.
Yeah, the Panthers defense really keeping them in this game as they kind of struggled offensively. And remember, Alden hit an errant punt earlier on this side of the field. The snap went over the head of Kirsten. So if something bad happens on this play, the Gowanda could have very good field position once again.
Good point. You've even seen a couple of these snaps been high even for Stoltman that's been out here. And here he goes. That's going to be clean, though. Great punt right here, as this is going to go down to the 26-yard line. That is a great punt by Kirsten right there to help his Alden team out, go down and give much better field position meaning they stop them from getting great field position. Gowanda, as they're going to have to now march far down the field.
Yeah, and they are. And they really haven't shown that ability. And you're Alden, you get your defense another chance to make a stop, and your offense can kind of regroup and figure out what you want to do going forward in these final couple minutes of this game.
So we had one other game going on in Western New York, and St. Francis was taking on Corning, as St. Francis has lost 37-14 to Corning.
Looks like we have a whistle. Yeah, I think that's an official's timeout right now, trying to get things set up.
So Browning back at quarterback right here. In motion is Noah Votley. That's going to be a throw right now to Gavin Phillips, who was tackled by Matthew Hay, and it looks like it's going to be about a 5-yard loss on that play right there.
Yeah, that throw was a little low, but the Alden defenders got right in the backfield. I think that might have been better if it was just dropped, because I don't think, that was a forward pass, so I don't think that would have been a fumble, but he might have been better off just dropping it and kind of just taking the incomplete pass.
So Brownlee in the shotgun right now. Votley in motion. He's looking to pass. Goes back to Votley. He goes to the outside. He comes up. He looks like he gets back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe even another yard from there. So it looks like it's going to be a 3rd down and 9 right here as he gets back to the 28-yard line is where it looks like they're going to mark it right there. Francis, are you shocked we have not seen flag come back in right now?
I just had this thought. My thought is because Phillips is out, maybe they don't feel like they have 5 wide receivers with flag at quarterback, so you wonder if that is part of it. Also, keep in mind, flag threw an interception at the end of the first half, so that could be coach judging his 2 quarterbacks' head spaces right now.
So you're going to see right now, Browning gets set, looking to get the snap. In motion right now is Conklin. Brownlee gets it. He's a keeper, and it looks like he's going to get back maybe to the line of scrimmage. It depends where they mark it. Yeah, it looks like they're going to mark it back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be now 4th down and 9.
And flags coming back in.
Are they going to go for it is going to be the question right
Well,
here.
I mean, you have flag back in. Well, Let's see. No, you have Browning going back. I think this is going to be a punt.
Which I would have been shocked, honestly, if they went for it here and gave Alden that kind of field position. So Browning's going to step back. In motion goes Field, and he's going to punt that one off as that goes high in the air. That's going to drop at the 45, goes to the 42-yard line. And actually, did you see there at number 52, Mason Browning, did you see him pushing it with his hands? He wanted to go a little farther.
Yeah, get some extra wind going.
There's not enough wind out here. I'm going to push this one along. So it's going to come down at the 42-yard line where Alden's going to take over 1st and 10.
And this is a perfect situation for your Alden. 7:46, plenty of time. You can go back to your I formation offense, take your time. You have Moltz, get him going, get that triple option going. And if you can put together a pretty good drive right now, take 3-4 minutes off the clock, score. I don't know if Gowanda has the offense right now to, come back.
So Moltz and Barron right now in the backfield. Stoltman is going to pitch it out to Barron. Barron's going to try to get to the outside. He is going to have a loss of a yard right here.
Yeah, that was Dominic Terenzio, the defensive tackle, beating his man and getting in the backfield right away. Alden really didn't have a chance for that play to develop. They were taking their first couple steps when Terenzio was in the backfield.
So we've got 2nd down and 11. The clock's ticking. 7:20 left in this ball game right now. The question is, which team is going to step up right here? And when we say that, meaning from the offensive side of the ball. So Stoltman's going to go back into the shotgun. They're going back to the 5 wide receiver set right here. Stoltman gets back. He's going to keep it, though. He's going to go right up the middle. And this is going to be for an 11-yard gain.
Oh,
and that he's going to say the ball came out, but the ref came right in and said he was down by contact. That is going to be a 1st down for Alden as they are now at the 47-yard line of Gowanda and moving the ball.
I did not expect that play, to be honest. We haven't seen Stoltman run it a whole ton, and that time that was set up from the very beginning, QB draw, although I do think he was carrying a little loose, especially at the end. Luckily, he was down, but if they're going to run that play again, Stoltman needs to hold on to the ball a little better.
So right now, Stoltman's going to go back into the shotgun right here. Oh, that's a fumble. And it looks like, though, Stoltman's going to get it back right here. He does a good job of falling on it. Make sure it's not a turnover. That's going to be looks like a 2-yard loss right here. So it's now going to be 2nd down and 12 from the 49-yard line.
And you wonder what kind of pass plays Alden has set up. They had the one, I believe, on the 3rd or 4th down over the middle that the pass was just too far to the way, I believe, of Kirsten. But you wonder what else does Alden have in their bag of tricks.
Stoltman gets set. Takes the step. That's a high one, but he gets it. He rolls out. He's going to keep it again. He's going to go out to the sideline. He keeps it. That's going to be about for a 11-yard gain, it looks like, where it should be 3rd down and 1, maybe 2 yards right here as they're going to take over at the 39-yard line. And it looks like a timeout is now being called by Gowanda.
Yeah, they need to figure out how to stop Stolt. And it's something they haven't really had to do in the first 3 quarters. But all of a sudden now, his legs are really going. He's finding a ton of space. And they need to figure out how to still cover the receivers, but keep an eye on Stolt. Because he's looking more like Browning this the past couple drives.
Well, Stoltman's done a very good job as what he's doing. They're spreading that defense out is what they're doing, and as they're spreading it out, he is just finding the open gaps right now and really finding them real well and getting some large gains as he's been running for 8, 9, 10, 11 yards for runs.
And I think that's the offense that the Gowanda wants to run with Browning, and they really, except for a couple times, they really haven't been able to. So we'll see. Gowanda's got to figure out how to stop him. If not, it's going to be easy pickings down to the end zone.
The only difference is that when they do this with Browning on Gowanda's side, they're not giving him the amount of wide receivers to have coverage on there, right? They're doing that with Alden, where they're really spreading everybody out from a wide receiver standpoint, giving him more of an opportunity to be able to possibly run the ball. So 5:29 left in this ball game. We've got a 6-6 game right now. Alden with their first game of the year. Gowanda 0-1, looking to get their first win on senior night, as they brought senior night up early to make sure they got it in. We now have Stoltman who goes back under center. Behind him is Barron and Moats. And a handoff to Moats as he goes right up the middle. As that's going to be a first down, as he's going to get just shy of the 35-yard line.
And I think if you're Alden, you're going to stay in that eye for the rest of this drive. Go to the outside. You have Stoltman on the middle. Maybe you see, now that you have Stoltman going with his legs, go back to that triple option.
So Alden comes up to the line. Stoltman under center. He gets set. Here comes that's a handoff to Moats. Moats is going to break it out to the outside. It looks like he's fighting for more. He gained a couple more yards there as he's fighting for a couple more, as it looks like it's going to be a 2-yard gain for Alden.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to get only a yard, but he kind of pulls forward, and again, he gets about another 2 or 3, actually, which is a fantastic run you'll take right now if you're Alden, with about 4.5 minutes left and just inside the 35 of Gowanda.
And Alden just letting that time trickle down, keep moving. So they come up to the line, the same set as Barron and Moats behind them in the eye. Stoltman he's looking to keep it. He's looking to throw. That ball's going to be short, though, as it was intended for Tyler Kurtzton on that one. It's going to go incomplete. We're going to have now 3rd down and 8 from the 34-yard line with 4:06 left in the game.
Yeah, you know what? I like that. I like taking that chance if you're Coach Kate. You've had some success running the football. Now you really have 2 opportunities right now to get 8 yards. I would trust between Moats and whoever else. You have a trust to do that. But I guess they're not. They're going to go their 5 wide receiver set.
So, look, we've seen Stoltman run out of this. Stoltman's going to take it. He's looking to keep. He throws it. That's going to go to Moats. Moats is going to break it out to the outside. He gets knocked out of bounds at the 20-yard line right there. And it looks like that's going to be enough for a first down.
Yeah,
Boy, it's right on the edge, though. Nope, they're moving the sticks.
Yeah, that's my question earlier was, what are you going to do with Moats in the 5 wide receiver set? Well, you give him some space, and if you give him the ball, downhill runner, he's pretty hard to stop.
4:05 left in this one. Alden's been moving the ball on this drive, trying to get the ball in the end zone. But we're going to have a timeout right here, as Alden's going to take a timeout. So the question is, Francis, I have for you, what does Gowanda got to do to try to stop him?
Gowanda's got to figure out how to defend the outside. You got to defend the pass, even if it's not it's not deep passes, but it's going to be a lot of short passes, a lot of jet sweeps. They got to stay strong up front. Their defensive ends need to focus on keeping Stoltman in the pocket, not letting him go. And if there's any jet sweeps, they got to be ready for that as well.
I'll tell you, unfortunately, we had an ejection from the game, as we've seen Zach Phillips have to leave the game. They said it was a shot to the head, kind of in a pile is what it was. It was tough to see from here. It didn't look like any malice intent, but I'll tell you, Gowanda's missing this ball player out on the field. This kid is one of the best players we've seen out here on the field today, and unfortunately, he is on the sidelines. But this is where I want to give this kid tons of credit. I've seen him jumping up and down on the sidelines, rooting his team on, doing everything he can as a leader on the sidelines, and that's what you want to see out of a kid like that.
Yeah, that's what you have to do in this situation. There isn't much of anything else, unfortunately, but he's staying engaged in the game, and he's doing what he can as a leader.
But Francis, he's not sulking. He's not complaining. He's helping his team any way he can. That's a true leader, and like to see that. So now we've got Alden come up to the line. You've seen Stoltman go back under center. Behind him is Moats. Watson now goes in motion. He's going to roll out, Stoltman. He's looking for a pass. He throws it right now. That's going to be intercepted right there. Gowanda comes up big, and guess who it is? It's number 2. Browning comes up big for his team.
Oh, and he's kicking himself right now because he slipped as he was turning in the numbers. I think he'd shaken up a little bit, but yeah, as he was kind of turning the corner by the numbers, he slipped. We've seen
There's a flag. There's a flag down at on the field. It looks like it's about at the 18-yard line, a flag. So it's going to go against Gowanda.
But did it happen after the interception, though? That's the question.
Yes, they just said first down and 10 for Gowanda, but it will go back, so they're going to go backwards. So they're going to take over at about the 7-yard line, 6-yard line.
And I believe
Fields is going to come in right now. So Fields is going to come in right now for Gowanda.
So good news, bad news, Gowanda. You get the big interception, but the penalty brings you back, and you couldn't quite get the return. You're pinned deep, but you do have the football. 3:51 to go. We're in for an exciting couple of minutes.
How about Browning today? He has been huge for Gowanda. Fields right now is going to take the snap. He's looking to go. He's looking to throw. He goes up. He finds Gavin Phillips, but it goes right through Gavin's hands right there. And now we've got a 2nd down and 10 from the 6-yard line. 3:44 left in this one.
And if Phillips comes up with that, that's at least a 30-yard gain. He had green space in front of him along that sideline.
And who knows, he's got some wheels. Does he take off? And could he go the rest of the way? Could he been caught?
But I love the aggressive play calling by Gowanda. I know you're backed up against in your own end zone, but you got to take shots because that's what you've been doing so well this game.
Fields gets set in the shotgun. Snap goes back. He goes back, and that's going to be right now another flag right here.
Early indication it's on Gowanda.
Yeah, it looks like another false start. Dead ball, false start penalty again.
That'll put the ball, I believe, at the 3 because we're inside the
distance.
10-yard line.
So it's going to be now 2nd down and 13 from the 3. Boy, Gowanda's got to come up with something here because you're going to still give Alden great field position. So now Fields back in the shotgun, gets set. Snap goes back. He drops back. He's looking to keep it. He's going to go right up the middle. He's looking to run the ball. And he's going to take it out to about the 9-yard line.
So he gets about 4 yards, to the 3rd and 9, but more importantly, he saves the safety.
And on the tackle was Moats as he makes a big tackle right there at the 9-yard line. So the clock keeps ticking as we're at 3:12 right now remaining inside this game. We have a 3rd and 8. Fields gets his play, runs into the huddle.
Quick thought: if you're Gowanda, do you try to run the ball here and take some time off the clock? Because we haven't seen Alden been able to throw it. Do you try to play that and try to get overtime?
We will see. Fields gets set. He gets the snap. He drops back. He throws the pass. That's intercepted right here, and that's going to be a touchdown. It's Moats right now who comes up for Alden. Another big interception. Moats, the running back, comes up big.
Well, in high school, the big 2 positions, you have your top player, often you have your top guy play, are running back and linebacker and middle linebacker, and that time it's middle linebacker. He comes up big, sees the play perfectly, the interception, and then it's all green space into the end zone. Big play for Alden. Moltz taking over for his brother, who was the top rusher last year, makes probably the biggest play so far this season for the Bulldogs.
Wow. Wow. It's what we've seen. There's nothing more you can say to that. He comes up big. Absolutely a leader. Shows it on the field. He's shown it so far. Big tackle before that he makes, and then actually with the big interception to give his team the lead right now. Listen, there still is more than enough time in this one, folks, as there's still 2:37 left in this game. Do not count out Gowanda. We should expect the rest of the way. We're probably going to see Fields be able to throw the ball the rest of the way would be what I'd expect to see.
Yeah, I would expect you. Even though he's thrown 2 interceptions, they still had a lot of success throwing the football, and it's going to be up to coach to get his quarterback in the right headspace to kind of forget about it and come out, just keep firing that football.
So we're going to see the extra point attempt. We expect to see another 2-point conversion here.
Believe so.
Oh, no, didn't they try to kick the field goal on the first time and it was blocked? Am I correct?
That is correct.
So let's see. Do they go for the 2-point right here? It looks like they're going for the 2-point because Stoltman is out there right now. So they're going for the 2-point. He's in the shotgun. Stoltman makes the call. He's going to pitch it over to Watson. Watson's going to make, and we got a flag there. He is stopped, though. So there was a stop. They do not get the conversion unless the penalty goes against Gowanda. This will be no good.
They'll be holding against Alden, so no good, and you get some momentum back even if it's just a little bit for Gowanda as you get the football with 2:37 left in this game.
So let's see what we got, folks. Are we going to have the finish that we've been waiting for? It's been a great game. It's been tight all along. The question is, are we going to get the finish we're looking for?
Well, if you're Alden, you're in a perfect position because your defense is really what's carried you this game. Obviously, it was Moltz on the interception scoring the touchdown, but now you can tell your defensive ends, Matt Hay and if I can get the other one's name, Dominic DePaulo, you just pin their ears back and keep going after the quarterback. They've been doing a great job so far this game for really 3.5 quarters. They really just need one more drive to do it, and they can get their first win of the season.
Both teams trying to get their first win as Gowanda is 0-1 with a loss to Eden North Collins. Alden has yet to play. This is their first one of the season. We're going to have a kickoff right here as you're going to see Matt Durenda kick the ball off. He's had some good punts. We've had him good kickoffs. He's got a nice line drive kick.
And he put it in. I remember one time he put it in between the 2 returners and forced him to go back.
Conklin and Votley in back to receive. Durenda gets set. He's ready to kick. The kickoff goes. It goes deep, and that's taken by Conklin. Conklin comes up looking to run. He goes right up the middle, gets some room. He gets up to the 40. He's down, it looks like, just shy of the 40 at the 39-yard line.
And Conklin had to go backwards to get that one. You don't see a good return like that when the returner has to go backwards, but he's able to find good blocking up the middle and sets up in 40. If you're Gowanda, you can't ask for much more than that. Now it's up to your offense to, make some plays downfield.
Durenda has done a very good job in special teams today and been a big help to Alden.
Flag is back in at quarterback. I saw him going to the huddle, so they will go back to that passing attack with 2:28 left.
So they break the huddle. Flag is going to go back into the shotgun. He's going to have
Gowanda's got to get this off quick.
Another penalty.
Yeah, it's another delay of game.
So you're going to go 1st and 15 right now. And that's been the one thing that's really hurt Gowanda today. It's just been one penalty after another.
And a lot of them have been procedural penalties, which you would expect that more out of Alden, the team that hasn't played yet this season. Gowanda already has a game under their belt, but they're the ones taking all the procedural penalties tonight.
So they're going to get set right now in the same formation as Fields is going to take the snap. He's in the shotgun. The snap. He drops back. He looks to throw quick. It goes over to Vatley. Vatley gets some room. He breaks it out to the outside. He gets it out to about the 48-yard line.
And he's out of bounds as well.
Looks like it's going to be now 2nd and 2 as he gains 13 on that play right there.
And then that's a big play for Gowanda, finally getting something forward to start this drive. And you get him on the outside. Maybe you set up something downfield later. They've shown that ability.
So they come back. Fields takes his team to the line. He's looking to throw quick. He gets it off as it goes over at Conklin. Conklin's going backwards, though. He goes backwards far, and he's going to get taken down by a host of tacklers for Alden, as it looks like it's going to be about a 3-yard loss on that one.
No, it's about 10 yards.
No, I'm sorry. I was looking at the see the second marker out there? That's what I was looking at. So it's going to go 3rd and 11 is what it looks like right now, as they're going to take over from the 37-yard line right here. That was a big play as Conklin went backwards in the wrong direction on that one.
Yeah, trying to get too cute. Thought there was something on the other side, and there just wasn't.
Fields drops back, looking to throw, as looks like on that one, Phillips's feet got caught up right there with the defender, as he wasn't able to get up or be able to jump up or do anything to be able to try to make that catch right there. So here we go. 4th down play. It's going to be 4th and 11, 1:27 left in the game. This could be the game right here, Francis.
Yeah, last chance if you're Gowanda. And if it's all in this is perfect for it. You're telling your defensive lineman, pin your ears back and just go after the quarterback.
And Coach K looking for a first win in over 12 years with Alden right here. As you see, Fields gets set. Here it comes. He drops back. He's looking to throw. He keeps it now. He drops it and keeps it. And there's a big sack right there by number 50, Cole Shadley. And right there, that's the game. As you see, Alden comes up big defensively again.
Yeah, Fields had just nowhere to go on that play. He was trying to get to the outside, set something up, but Shadley was right there to make the play and really could probably win this game for Alden. Only 1:20 left in this game, and I don't think Gowanda has many timeouts left.
You're going to see, we should see big doses of our running backs right here, as you'll probably see Barron as well as Moats carry the ball. But I'll tell you, so far, this has been a great game. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, it has. You know, Gowanda's played a great game so far. So is Alden.
So it looks like they're going to go in the formation. Yep, they're going to kneel us. And there you go, as Stoltman comes back and kneels the first one. You see the hugs come out right now as Moats and Barron give each other a hug right now on the field. And right now, 1:03 and ticking on the clock. Like the sportsmanship, you really see that both these teams really battled today.
Yeah, and you know what? It's good after that first half. We've had some questionable moments in that first half. Tempers flared, but it's good to see that it's going to end pretty calmly.
So Stoltman goes out, gets the snap, takes the knee.
And I think that'll be it.
And that's the ball game right there. So senior night right there for Gowanda. They played an absolute fabulous game to be proud of. There's no doubt about it. They will take the second loss of the season, as they're going to drop to 0-2 with a loss to Eden North Collins and a loss to Alden right now. Alden goes 1-0 with the 12-6 win. Francis, any closing comments?
You know, I like the way that both teams played the game. Both had kind of different styles, and in the end it was kind of Alden going from the rushing attack, going to their spread option, having some success, and that would kind of put them over the edge in this game. Coming up next, though, for both of these teams, Gowanda is going to be at Springville on Friday, and then Gowanda is going to be at Springville Friday, and then Saturday Alden is going to be at JFK.
That's going to be a good matchup. JFK is a good game. That's going to be a great matchup to see there also. So I'm Tom Prince. I'm with Francis Beck. We got Russ Battaglia, one of the best cameramen in the business right now, joining us. We're going to leave you here from Gowanda. Thank you so much for a great game. Gowanda, thanks for having us. Have a great night, everybody, and can't wait to see you at our next game.